Hello everybody and welcome back to the Triple Crown Warhammer Studio with me, the Chieftain, and just him, the Duke.
Hello.
The other two have decided to vacate the premises.
Yeah.
And what a shame for them as we are getting back into the last of the Deep Dive series for the old world. Unfortunately so.
Yeah.
We are at the
this
end.
This is the 9th one.
It is the 9th one. That's such a shame. Really wish that they'd made all the other armies like more so.
Supported.
That's the word.
Yeah.
That's what I'm after. And the last one is, of course, going to be the High Elf Realms. I know everyone's been looking forward to this one. They've been okay.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen a few things online, some of it this morning actually, saying that they, struggle to compete without a dragon.
I think that's what, especially what the Lore Master said. He goes on about saying, without the dragon, the army's just a bit meh.
Yeah, I mean, I think they've got
a couple of good units.
They've got options that aren't a dragon.
We'll get to those later.
But we'll get to those. But yeah, I think they can compete certainly without a dragon. But
it might just not be a top tails because top tails are probably just dragons.
Well, I think the dragon gives you a lot in terms of denial as well as killiness.
You can pump in 600 odd points.
Oh, comfortably, yeah.
So,
yeah.
So anyway, we're going to look into that later on in the deep dive, but we're going to crack on straight into the Grand Army composition. And as always, 50% of your army's point value may be spent on in characters. 0 to 1 High Elf Prince or Archmage per 1,000 points. 0 to 1 Dragon Mage or Handmaiden of the Ever Queen per 1,000 points. And as many High Elf Nobles and Mages as you want. That is just standard. It actually feels like an 8th edition sort of laws and hero selection.
Yeah, I mean it's not super
restrictive. I'm surprised about the restriction on the Handmaiden of the Ever Queen though. Well, that's more from a fluff perspective, maybe.
Yeah,
because there's not many on Avalon.
Yeah, maybe that'll maybe an Avalon-y type list will appear in the journal.
Ooh,
potentially.
That'd be quite good.
Yeah, give them a sort of Lord level.
I mean,
what used to be a Lord level version of the Handmaid.
It could bring back old Lariel because she is the Ever Queen at this point in time.
She is still I think she's just become the Ever Queen.
Something like that.
Very recently become.
My High Elf knowledge isn't as up to date as some of the other armies out there. I know Tyrion of Texas is still around.
Yeah.
I'm quickly
trying to find it. There is no useful fluff.
I don't mean there is. But no, you can take a combat character and then level 4 at 2,000 points, and you can take your BSBs if you want to, and as many mages as you want as well.
Yeah, it's nice you can take as many nobles as you like.
Yeah, anyway, that's quite good for characters.
Yeah.
Into your core, we have at least 25% of your army's points value must be spent on Elven Spearmen, Elven Archers, Lothern Seaguard, Illyrian Reavers, and Silverhelms. If your general is a Handmaid of the Ever Queen, the 0 to 1 unit Sisters of Avalon may be taken as a core choice. No 1+ options.
Yeah,
and no limitations on it either.
No.
Very unrestricted.
Yeah, I like that.
I quite like it as well. You get the usual with things in there. Silverhelm still stayed as core.
Yeah,
as they were
nice.
So you can take your all Cav armies if you want to. I don't think you're ever going to see Sisters of Avalon in the core choice.
No.
Because the Ever Queen is never going to be a general.
8, I think.
Probably.
Yeah, she's 8.
And
so you're not taking an Archmage, you're not taking a Noble who isn't your BSB, you're not taking a Prince. Oh, sorry, no, you can take an
Archmage, but then you might choose to make the Archmage a level 4 because it can go on a dragon.
Well, yeah, but then he doesn't have to be the general because he's only level 8. Yeah, you're not taking a Prince, you're not taking a Noble, so...
You probably are, unless you're taking an incredibly fluffy army, or as you said, like a general army, if everyone ever comes out.
Yes.
Into special, we have 50% of your army's points may be spent on White Lions of Trace, Sword Knights of Harveth, Phoenix Guard, Shadow Warriors, and Tyrannok Chariots. You can also take 0 to 1 units of Dragon Princes per 1,000 points. If your general has the Tracian Hunter's Elven Honour, which we'll get to later on, 0 to 1 Lion Chariots of Trace may be taken as a special choice per 1,000 points. And if your general has a Sea Guard Elven Honour, again, 0 to 1 Lothern Skycutter may be taken as a special choice.
Oh, that's not a per 1,000, that's just you can only have one. That Lothern Skycutter one. If your general's got the Sea Guard Honour, you can only take one, not per 1,000.
I feel like that might be a typo.
Yeah, it feels like it probably should have the same
restrictions
as the Lion Chariot one above it, but again, maybe not.
Again, there's hardly any restrictions in this, apart from Dragon Princes, which you probably are going to see Dragon Princes because Heavy Cav does. Yes. It does well quite well in this game.
Pretty solid.
You get to take all your 3 major special choices: your White Lion, your Swordmaster, your Phoenix Guard.
I was sort of expecting them to be like in the same sort of slot, so like 0 to 1 per 1,000 of White Lion, Swordmasters, or Phoenix Guard.
I would have
sort of expecting that.
I would like to see more play into the honours thing. So you both what you said 0 to 1 per 1,000, or if your general has this honour, you can 0 to 2 per 1,000 points.
Okay, yeah.
Something like that, just to increase, like say, if you're like the Anointed Vasurian Elven or Trajan Hunter,
Phoenix Guard, or you get more Lions. Or,
yeah,
okay,
exactly.
Yeah, no, I can see that. Yeah.
Which has been quite cool. But again, it's hardly any restrictions. But you not going to take more than 2 units of Dragon Princes, so I don't think.
No, I don't think so.
I don't think it's that big of a deal.
No, even at 1,500, you're then going to run out of points to really take 2 units.
Yes.
So you're not really super restricted on them, unless you want to go like minimum units of 5, which can work.
5 or 4. It might be 4.
It might be 4, which sort of could work, but yeah, you are a little bit restricted on there. But I think they do work better in a sort of maybe a 7 or an 8.
A 7 or 8. Like a lot of heavy cavalry units do these days.
Yeah.
Unless you're like a Grout, unless you're like a Lance.
Yeah.
Which you want about like 9. I don't know. What's
well, I'd say between
7.
6 and 10.
Yeah,
somewhere between 6 and 10. Because
Okay.
6 is generally your minimum lance, and 10 is you don't want to go much bigger.
Because 6 is the only Lance which you get a rank bonus, isn't it?
No, 10 is when you get a rank bonus.
If he tends to get a rank bonus.
Before Wedge Heavy Cav.
Oh dear.
Anyway, that's a different army.
Yeah, that is a different army, which we would have gone for. We're not going for We're not going for the Lance again.
No,
please
not
don't.
going through that hot mess again.
And then in your rare section, you can take 25% of your army's points may be spent on Sisters of Avalon, Lion Chariots of Trace, and Loven Skycutters. You may also take 0 to 1 Flamespire or Frostdart Phoenixes, not counting character mounts per 1,000 points. You can take 0 to 2 Great Eagles per 1,000 points, and you can also take 0 to 2 Eagle Claw Bolt Throwers per 1,000 points. A lot more restrictions there.
Yeah, I like they've kept the ability to take 4 Bolt Throwers.
Yep.
From 8th at 2,000 points anyway.
You can take 4 Great Eagles, which you never will. 2 Great Eagles probably is the right amount.
Yeah, I think that's the most you're really ever going to take. I mean, you know, if you're playing a huge game, sure.
Yeah.
But at 2, even up to 3,000 points, I probably wouldn't take more than 2.
The Phoenixes, we'll get to those later, as it is.
Yeah, it's not a bad restriction.
It's not bad.
It's not super restrictive, really.
I don't think you're going to see many Phoenixes these days, but...
No, you can spam them as mounts as well.
You can.
I say spam them. You can take them as mounts plus those in your rare section, which is not bad. No limits here on Lion Chariots or Skycutters, so this is where they sort of generally come from, which is nice.
Yeah. Unless you're playing like an event with Rule of 3 or something like that.
Well, yeah. Who knows?
Who knows where you go there, those point times. And then, anyway, into your mercenaries, you take 20% of your armies in mercenaries, which I don't think High Elves have any at the moment.
Can't mercenaries be taken by anyone? Or are some of them army restricted?
I think some are restricted. I know the Bone Grinder can be taken by Orcish Beastmen and Warlords of Chaos.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
I think they're restrictive.
Fair enough.
I'm not entirely sure. I've not really looked at
mercenaries.
I've not really anyone else has looked at mercenaries.
No.
And then you can take 25% of your armies may be taken as allies. You may take any High Elf Realms Army of Infamy,
which currently don't exist.
Don't exist at the moment. And one of the following Grand Army Composition lists, you may take Empire of Man, which is uneasy, the Kingdom of Bretonia, and the Wood Elf Realms.
I don't get why Empire is uneasy but Bretonia isn't. I know they're geographically closer.
Bretonia cosplays High Elves. So that's probably what it comes down to.
Bretonia do worship an elven god.
They do worship an elven god, and they took a lot of their backstory from paintings of High Elves. So, there you go.
Bretonia cosplays High Elves.
They do!
That's the headline, ladies and gents.
And then Wood Elf Realms, I would rather them be an uneasy one rather than the Empire of Man.
Yes.
Because the Wood Elves deliberately split off during the Sundering and said, no, we're not dealing with your rubbish anymore.
Yeah, I think that would have made more sense too.
Yeah. And then you take one single High Elf Noble in your army, maybe upgrade to be a Battle Standard Bearer for 25 points. Maybe you take on a Handmaiden, but I don't. That'd probably be another thing for the journal, I'd imagine.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, I'd have thought so.
Anyway, we're now going to go into, I believe,
special rules.
Armistice rules. Because we're going to go straight by.
I flick to the page quickly.
I'm glad you said that because I completely forgot where I was going. So High Elf special rules. There are a plethora? No, 2 pages.
Yeah, a couple of pages. Do you want me to start off?
Yeah, you can start off with us.
So, start off with the first one, which is Arrows of Isha, it was an army special rule in 8th edition and is sort of the same here, but I think 2 units have it. I think the Handmaiden and the Sisters have it. I think that's it.
No, the bow of Lorraine. The Handmaiden. The Handmaiden. Whatever it was called. Yeah. The Handmaiden's bow had the rule that gave them this. No actual unit.
Arrows of Isha. Any bow, longbow, shortbow, warbow, or bow of Avalon.
That's the one.
Carried by a model with this special rule has the armor bane 1, special rule, and an armor piercing characteristic of 1.
It's not bad.
No, it's not bad.
Any AP is good AP.
Yeah.
At that point.
That's
So
fair.
your warbows don't have that. So with you putting a longbow, does that become Armbane 2?
Yes, Armbane stacks.
Yeah, it does stack, doesn't it?
But I'm not sure anything that has arrows of Isha can take a longbow.
The Handmaiden, maybe?
That's why I'm just quickly checking.
You can
This
find
page. No, she has a Bar of Avalon.
Ah.
Yep.
Is the Reaver bow a longbow? Like the magic bow?
No, that is a Bar of Avalon. Counts as a Bar of Avalon. So there is arguments around this about, because that counts as a Bar of Avalon, do you get AP -1 and Armor Bane 1? I think you do.
Reaver.
Because if the model has arrows of Isha, special rule like a Handmaiden, and then has the Reaver bow, it has a Bow of Avalon, and it says any bow, including a Bow of Avalon, carried by a model with this special rule, has Armor Bane 1 and Armor Piercing 1. I think it does.
I'm going to say yeah, because it counts as above Avalon.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's another Magic Island, one of my Magic Island ones.
Yes.
But yeah, the arrows of Isha, it's a good rule, but again, 2 units have it.
Not a lot had it. Yeah.
They said
I feel like it could have been a special rule on their page.
Well, that's the thing. There's no special rules.
There are unit-specific special rules.
Not
on some
many.
pages. No, there's not many. But this feels like it could have been one.
It could have been one. Next one then.
Yes.
Blessings of Assyrian. A model with special rules that fight wall save against any wounds suffered that were caused by an attack. That's flame and attack special rule. Phoenixes, do you flame spires?
Yep. Feats Guard still have this?
No, they used to have 4 at Warsaw, but they got brought down a lot.
Oh,
They
really?
might have Blessings of Assyrian.
I thought they did.
I'd be very surprised if they didn't have the Blessing of Assyrian, but that.
Yes. We say.
Where are they? Infantry.
For Phoenix Guard. There they are. Special rules. They do have blessings of Azure.
So they have firewall save against any flame attack,
Flaming.
which ain't bad.
No, there is a lot of flaming. A lot of options of getting flaming now.
Yes,
A lot more than
there
were.
is. So Phoenix will have this. I'm assuming the United Assyrians will then get that
I would
as
guess
an
so.
honour.
Yeah.
The Flame Spire Phoenix will have
That's
this.
part of it. Mm-hmm.
That'll be that.
Yeah, that's probably it.
Again, well, no, this one probably could. This one probably won't be a page, an army entry special because it's a crossbow, multiple options.
Yeah.
Probably the same thing as why the Irish Ice is here as
Maybe.
well, because there's 2 options.
Yeah, maybe.
But yeah, Blessing of Assyrians, firewall save. It's
There's no negative. It's not a bad thing to have.
It's not even one of those ones that if you have magical attacks, you don't get it.
Yeah, no, it's just a straight up ward against flaming.
Yeah,
Not bad.
which if you any save you can get, it's a good save.
Yeah.
Next one.
Dragon Armour.
Yeah.
Model with this special rule is a 6-up ward save against any wounds. In addition, a wizard with this special rule may wear armour without penalty. So, crucially, this has lost the save against flaming.
It did lose against flaming. Yeah, it lost its 6-up ward save against flaming.
2-up ward against flaming.
I was taught.
So
Sorry.
it's 6-up all the time, which it's kept.
Yeah. Sorry.
And then 2-up against flaming. Which actually makes me think, do Dragon Princes have Blessings of Azurian
I don't
to
think
give
they
them
do.
a save against flaming? Maybe they don't. They do not. Ooh.
Dragon Prince no longer have a save against flaming.
No. Okay, so that's a big loss for Dragon Armour there, really.
Yeah.
A big loss for it, actually. It's nice wizards can wear the armour without penalty. I think they had that caveat in 8.
No.
Did they not?
No, because
Oh,
I used to,
okay.
in the time I used run my high elf, my high elf wizard wasn't a horse. Didn't have any armour.
Oh, fair enough.
Because they weren't allowed to have it.
That's nice then. I think that ties into one of the honours, which we'll get onto later as well.
Yeah,
It just gives them Dragon Armour.
Yeah, I can't remember which one it is.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Dragon Armour, if you have it, yeah, good.
Yeah,
Cool.
nice one to
Again,
have.
any save is a good save.
Yeah.
Elven Reflexes, which is spread across basically your entire armour.
Yeah,
basically.
everything that's an elf.
Yeah, so this is in response to losing ASF on everything.
Yes, you've gained
You
elven
get on
reflexes.
reflexes.
Yeah.
So a model with special rule, but not its mount, has +1 modifier to its initiative, so a maximum of 10 during the first round of any combat.
Yes.
Whether you charge, get charged,
Mm-hmm.
get counter-charged.
Yep. Some things that don't have this, if they have strikes first, they don't generally have elven reflexes as well.
No, that's a good thing, because like the Prince doesn't have it, does he?
Yeah.
Which, it's hard to stop strikes first these days.
It is, but it's annoying when someone can stop strikes first and then ends up going before you.
Oh no, I
because
got a
they
strike
charged
on my initiative.
you.
7?
7, yeah.
Oh, no, 6.
Oh, he's only 6?
He's only 6!
Oh, okay. So actually, that is a big deal.
Because most stores will then be initiative 7 if they get the charge off, maybe?
Well,
Maybe a little bit higher.
Probably 8.
Yeah.
Maybe 9. So yeah, it does make a big difference.
Well, maybe
if
they-
you can stop the strike. Now, like we said, there's not a lot out there that can stop you being able to use strikes first. A warrior's spring to mind as being one of the armies that can do it.
Warriors can.
That may well be it.
Demons. I think demons have the same thing.
Oh really?
I think they might have the same thing.
But yeah, there's not a lot. But when it comes up, it's really frustrating.
Yeah,
to not have elven reflexes.
And that's probably what tips the Chaos Lord maybe over the High Elf Prince. Okay. Maybe.
I can see it.
We'll probably discuss the comparison between the two of them because they are both top tier.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're going to go into the next one, which we'll give back to you.
Yeah.
I'll hand back to you!
Thank you. So this is a Thilmar Armour / a Thilmar Barding. So a model with this special rule may reroll any rolls of a 1 when making dangerous terrain tests. In addition, a wizard with this special rule can wear armour without penalty.
They do like their wizards wearing armour, don't they?
Yes, this is, I think, the only army that's got two special rules to give wizards armour and be able to cast.
Which I think is quite nice from a dragon. Fluff perspective anyway, because it means that you haven't got to make your high elf wizard a dragon mage sort of thing,
wear armor,
or a dragon prince wizard sort of thing. You can just take Iflamar. Oh, sorry, should we say Iflamar? As a
James says that Elithmar.
Elithmar, is it Elithmar?
Just gets it completely.
I was trying to remember how he pronounced it.
No, it is a Thilmar.
Ithilmar.
Solid special rule. Rerolling the dangerous range is really nice.
It's quite good to try and to save your 20 or 30 odd point dragon prince from running into a tree.
I don't know if they have it because they've got dragon armour. I know Silverhelms have it.
Oh, do they? Oh, good for them.
So I would think dragon princes have a Thilmar.
No, they're Iflamar Barding.
Yeah, okay, fine.
They're Iflamar Barding.
Good. So it is very good on them, on your heavy cav. Basically,
Yeah.
it just means you basically never lose them today.
Yeah, unless you're incredibly unlucky.
Incredibly unlucky.
And then the next one's going to be Iflamar weapons. So we've gone from the barding and the armour to the weapons. When engaged in combat, a model special rule that is fighting with a hand weapon may reroll any to hit rolls of a natural 1. And note, this only applies to a single non-magical hand weapon, so it's one of those. It's a stat roll.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a bad special rule. I don't think you're going to use it very often. Because realistically, it's archers.
Archers, yeah. Dragon Prince do have it. I just checked.
In the second round of combat,
when they can't use their lances.
Yes,
I just saw they did have that.
Silverhelms, I guess.
Maybe. Your characters probably have this as well. If you're just fighting with a hand weapon.
Yes.
But because your characters are relatively low strength, they're probably
you're going to struggle to wound.
You're going to struggle to wound, so you're going to probably take a magic weapon at that point.
Almost certainly. I also would have liked this to have been to have made them magical attacks. I think that would have made a lot more sense.
It would have absolutely done over demons, but
would. But I mean, it makes sense from a fluff point of view as well, because not so much now, but previously, basically every elf carried a magic weapon, like a tooled up magic weapon, like before the Sundering.
Yeah.
Every elf carried. So I think this would have been nice to say, like, there's still some of them. High elves have more access than anyone else because all of the dwarf Gromra weapons magical attacks.
I thought it was just -1.
I think that gives you magical attacks.
Oh, we're in the book.
We are in the book. So I would have liked that for them. Would have been nice. But, it's not bad. Rerolling hit rolls of 1. Not much gives you rerolls to hit anymore.
Gromra weapon doesn't give you magical attacks.
It does, really?
It doesn't.
Oh, okay.
They're just arm piece and mind.
Oh, fair enough. I thought it did. Maybe that's why.
It's still a good roll, but as I said, I think the one things they're going to use in it, such as like your spearmen, aren't going to be using it because they're going to use
spears. Because they're using their spears. Because there's no downside.
Do archers even have it?
Fair point. They may well not have it. In which case, I really think you struggle to find who uses it.
They don't have it.
Maybe Shadow Warriors?
Seagull don't have it.
Potentially. I mean, Seagull are always going to use their spears.
Shadow Warriors have it.
Okay. Sure.
Citizens of Avalon have it.
I just don't think it's really ever going to come up.
No, you know.
Nice when it does, but I just don't think it's ever going to come up. No.
Next rule then is Lelea's Blessing, which is once per turn, a model with special may reroll a single failed casting roll.
Fantastic.
Really good. And it's not even the caveat. You're not allowed to reroll or miscast either.
Again, there's debate on this because most will specify a double 1 is not a failed casting roll. It's a miscast. It's a separate thing.
Oh, is that a thing?
So there is an argument to say you can't reroll a double 1. However, most abilities that say you can reroll a dice or whatever specifically say you can't use it on a double 1, whereas this doesn't. So, one for an FAQ to clarify. I think you probably can reroll a double 1.
Oh, I think you can. You mean ones for the FAQ to make more questions of?
Yes. But phenomenal special rule either way. It's the Dark Elf one, but better because High Elves are a core army. Because High Elves is once per game.
It's Dark as once per game?
Yeah, I'm sure it's once per game.
Oh, wow.
It's this, but worse.
But yeah, it's just, with the fact that spells are relatively easier to cast these days as well, with you only realistically need 4 of the dice.
Yeah, I mean it's not. It's I think it's better than what was it called from 8th edition that let them reroll?
The last question. Oh no, they
it
got
was-
+1 to cast.
Yeah, Book of Hoeth.
Oh,
They let them reroll.
yeah.
I think it's better than that just because it's on all of your wizards.
Mm-hmm.
You're not paying for it. Not really. I mean, you could argue it's included in their points cost, but it's questionable.
But it's once per turn.
Once per turn, yeah. And you, like you say, because spells are generally easier to cast, I would say there's
There's some big ones out there.
but generally I say they're easy to cast. I think just having that ability to re-roll that one where you do roll a bit of rubbish, you roll a 1 and a 2 and it doesn't go off, I think is massive.
Yes.
Really good.
Yeah, really good special rule. Next one then.
Lion Cloak, a model with a special rule improves its armor value by 1 to a maximum of 2+ against non-magical shooting attacks. This has just got worse.
Yeah.
Used to be 2.
Yeah. Why?
Don't know. Just got worse.
I mean, and only one thing. Oh, sorry, 2 things are going to have this. They gave the Lion Chariot this, didn't they, these days?
I think they do, yeah. I think the Elven Honour that makes you a white lion also gives it to you.
Ah, okay, fair play. Lion Chariots, they do have Lion Cloak.
That's good, because the lions pulling it have their own skin.
Yeah, it's just a bit naff.
Yeah.
I will say though, shooting attacks, there aren't many magical shooting attacks.
No, not massively. Especially now Wood Elves generally don't have magical shooting attacks. There's only one that is actually magical.
Oh yeah,
special arrows.
The arrows.
I think it's the multiple shot one that is magical. I could be wrong though.
Maybe,
I'm
I'm
pretty sure it's only one of them that's magical. So yeah, there is a lot less magical shooting. Obviously, you still don't get it against magic missiles and as such, but it's just got worse because it's only 1, not 2.
Yeah.
It's a shame.
Which means you're probably looking at a 4-palm save when you're white lines.
5
armor.
up. They got heavy armor or light armor?
I would imagine they're heavy.
Maybe they've still got heavy.
We'll get to them.
Yeah,
we'll
but
get to them.
still, it's not bad, but it's unfortunately got worse.
Yep. And then the next one is Martial Prowess, which is a unit with a special rule may make spawn attacks to its flank or rear as well as its front.
I thought this was just Phoenix Guard special because I think they're the only ones that have got it.
No, I think the Spearmen have it.
Yeah, I think you're right. Actually.
I think Spearmen and
Yeah,
often
I think
Sea
you're
Guard
right.
have it. I think basically everything that has a spear
that's
or anything like that does have this rule.
Fair enough.
It's good.
Yeah, that's nice.
If you're getting caught in the flank and rear, you are in trouble.
Yes.
I wouldn't say this rule saves you.
No, particularly on strength 3 Spearman or Sea Guard. But you know,
The Phoenix Guard may be able to pull it out, but
yeah,
I wouldn't.
I think it's very useful on Phoenix Guard.
I wouldn't say it's will save you. It's not 100% guaranteed.
No, of course not. No, but it's a big help to the Phoenix Guard. It's probably not going to make a huge amount of difference.
So the
Spearman and Sea Guard.
So the
but maybe.
spawn attacks rule then. So that's not the extra rank one. That's fighting the.
That's old school fighting 2 ranks.
Oh, is
basically.
it the old school
Yeah.
fighting too? I thought spawn attacks was the guys on base
No,
contact.
you always get that.
Ah, okay.
No.
But they're both called spawn attacks.
No, the supporting attacks specifically is from the rank behind the fighting rank.
Right. Okay.
Everyone in the fighting rank just gets to attack.
Right. Okay. Fair play.
It's if you're in base contact, you can make more than 1.
The last one.
Yeah, Valor of Ages. A unit with this special rule may reroll any failed panic test caused by taking heavy casualties or by being fled through by a friendly unit.
Really good. Better than it was.
It
It used to be real failed panic test against Dark
against
Elves.
Dark Elves, yeah. Yeah, it's good. It's good.
I mean, it helps you with if you don't want to take a BSB.
Yeah, I was going to say it could mean you don't have to take a BSB.
It doesn't help with break test, but
Also doesn't help, weirdly, if their mates get killed and wiped out next to them. Doesn't let you reroll that
I
panic
mean
test.
that Valor ain't big enough to.
No.
They're finally seeing your mates run through saying that giant demon's gonna gut you.
Hmm.
But seeing the giant demon gut his friend next to.
Yeah, apparently that's too much.
Oh, which is fair.
Yeah,
That is
I
fair.
don't know if this is enough. If I was concerned about my army running away, which maybe I'm not, you know, with a couple of units with veteran, with a generally high leadership of files, but if
Same.
I was, this wouldn't be enough for me to not take a BSB.
No, I probably if you still are that worried about it, I probably would just take a BSB.
Yeah.
Even I say you're not going to take BSB. Probably might not take BSBs these days.
Well, no, they do obviously a lot less, but they do let you reroll panics
And break tests.
and breaks
Yeah.
and rallies.
So, maybe.
yeah.
Maybe.
Not a bad special rule, but I don't think it's enough if I was concerned about running away.
It might
to
save
not
you
take a BSB.
in that crucial moments in which you need, say, your dudes get run through by 5 Illyrian Reavers, but you need those dudes to charge.
Yes.
It will.
yeah.
It might save you your bacon. there.
Yeah, I feel like it's more if you're out of BSB range, you've sort of got this to fall back on,
Yeah.
rather than this instead of a BSB.
You've also got
That's
to
what
try.
I feel
Also
about
try and remember the fact you have the rule.
You do have to
That is another issue
that
with
is,
this thing.
that is a big concern.
But they are special rules. They have a fair few of them.
Yeah.
None of them are screamingly good, apart from the real casting one.
I'd say that and Elven Reflexes for me are the absolute standouts.
Yeah, but none of them are screamingly good. They have a lot of ways to get armor onto your wizards, which is decent.
Yes, which is very good.
Which is very
good.
But
Yeah.
nothing else.
No, I'd say they. I'd say you're right. Elven Reflexes and Lilith's Blessing are absolutely the standouts. The others are all just okay.
Yeah, just try and remember them.
Yeah.
And so we're going to go into characters then.
Yes.
We're going to start off with our units, and we're going to start with the big guys themselves, the High Elf Lords. So we have your Prince and your Noble. They are both movement 5, weapon skill 7, skill 7, strength 4, toughness 3, 3 wounds, initiative 6, 4 attack, leadership 10 on your Prince for 130 points. And your Noble is movement 5, weapon skill 6, skill 6, strength 4, toughness 3, 2 wounds, initiative 5, 3 attacks, leadership 9 at 70 points. That seems like a steal for 70 points.
Yes, that is a very good stat
That
line
is
for
a
70
baller
points.
stat line.
That really is.
For a 70 points. Even 130.
He's
He's
bad.
not a lot of money. He's not a lot of money.
They do only come with light armour.
They do, yes.
They've got Thilmar weapons. They've both got strikes first.
Yep.
Although this doesn't apply to their mount if they have one.
Yeah, specify that.
Which is nice.
You
Strikes
imagine
first dragon.
dragon.
And they've both got Valor of Ages as well.
So again, no Elven reflexes.
No.
Which is weird that the Elven Lord does not have Elven reflexes.
Yeah, it's because they've got that strikes first.
Out of these rules, the strikes first one you always remember.
Yes.
If and what weapons you'll probably never use.
No, because you're probably going to have something that isn't a hand weapon.
Yep.
Even if it's not magical, you might have a
You
lance
just
or a
have a lance.
halberd or something.
Valor of Ages, you might remember it. Maybe.
And then you've got to actually consider, will it come up? Because leadership 9 or 10.
I mean, yeah, but they're not immune to panic or anything like that.
No.
So it might be nice, but there is a free of an honour.
Yes.
That makes you.
Yes,
I think it makes you panic.
yeah, I think so.
Pure of heart or whatever it is.
Yes. Yeah.
Anyway, so they may take one of the following. They may take an additional weapon, cavalry spear if appropriately mounted, a great weapon, a halberd, or a lance if appropriately mounted. A lot of combat options then. They may also take one of the following: the longbow or a bow of Avalon.
Oh, that's interesting.
They can just take a bow of Avalon.
Yeah. So you can sort of make a Lord level handmaiden.
But I would have thought that would have been an honour to be able to take the bow of Avalon. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think there's a sister's handmaiden honour.
Oh, okay. Odd.
Yeah, I probably would have added it, but
Yeah. They may also take a shield, which you're going to do. You may replace your light armour with heavy armour or full plate armour. So full plate armour.
Probably.
Yep. You may be mounted on anything that's in the book. You may take a single elven honour, and the prince may take 100 points of magic items, and noble may take 50 points of magic items.
Pretty standard there.
Yeah, nothing stand out, nothing scream about the
Oh,
others.
Avalon does surprise me. I didn't
That
realise
does
it
that.
did.
But 12 points, I don't think you're going to take it. Although
No.
saying that, if you have 12 points spare, you can still 7.
I mean, yeah, if you've got the points, you may as well.
The issue being is that
I think you're going to probably want to be in combat with him most of the time.
What is the stat line above Avalon?
I think they're +1 strength. 13 strength.
No,
plus one
strength user, no AP, armbane 1, magical attacks.
Oh, they're on one, okay. Oh, that was the... I think that was the thing with Reaverbow, which we'll get onto when we talk about Reaverbow. Anyway.
Yes.
But
yeah, the half Lord,
maybe.
I think you're going to take him purely for League of 10.
Yeah.
And the fact that the combat characters are necessary, not necessary, but
They're very good in our world for sure. They definitely have their place. They didn't so much in 8th edition.
Unless you were taking...
They did in previous editions.
Yeah.
I
mean, you
think
could do
they're
it.
back to having their place.
You could do like the old Prince Archmage and 8th edition because they were cheap enough to get both of them in
Yeah,
the 25 point.
Yeah.
Which I did use, which I did enjoy using. But yeah, I think you're going to take them purely maybe because it's the mount option.
Yeah, it's your dragon slot, isn't it?
A lot of people
dragon.
are saying this is a 130 point tax to take Star Dragon.
Yeah, you can absolutely look at it like
I can see your arguments for it.
To be honest, I don't know. I'd have to play around with the magic item points, but even a noble on a Star Dragon, you're getting it for 60 points.
I don't
less.
know if they
If
can.
you're paying for the dragon.
Star Dragons are princes only.
Okay, fair enough.
They may only because they can't take a dragon.
Can they not? Can nobles not take any dragon?
No,
That's a shame.
Moon Dragon and Star Dragons are for princes only.
Oh, that is
And the Sun Dragon ain't a thing.
It's not a thing. No, you're right. Oh
It's got a profile though, hasn't it?
It's probably the Dragon Mage that someone. Yeah, it's the Dragon Mage.
Okay, yeah. So some dragons aren't a mount option.
That's a shame.
I didn't realise they weren't a mount option.
No, it's no one takes me anyway. Okay, that's a shame you can't put a noble on one. Just stops you doing a fluffy list as well.
Oh, dragons.
A Calador list. Yeah, it does.
Anyway, so yeah, princes.
There might be an honour.
Lords, pretty decent. You're going to take one probably.
Yeah, I would expect so.
But you tooled up, you're looking, even tooled up, it's only 230 points maximum with all magic items.
Yeah.
Maybe 250 with all the other equipment.
Yeah, plus a mount. It's not bad.
Nah.
It's not bad at all.
Hive mages then?
Yeah, so this is your Archmage and your Mage, both weapon, movement 5, web skill 4, ballistic skill 4, strength 3, toughness 3. The Archmage has got 3 wounds, the Mage has got 2. Archmage is initiative 5, which is not bad. Mage is initiative 4, 2 attacks on the Archmage, 1 on the Mage, both leadership 8. 155 or 80 points, just come with a hand weapon. Archmage is level 3, a Mage is level 1. And they know spells from either Battle Magic, Elementalism, High Magic or Illusion. They can both be mounted, they can both take a single Elven Honour. You can upgrade them to either a level 4 or level 2 Wizard, and they can take 100 or 50 points of magic items, no real surprises there. They do have Elven Reflexes, they've also got Athilmar weapons. This is probably
they might actually use it.
You'll use it. Yeah. Not that they'll do much damage at strength 3 with 1 or 2 attack, but you never know. They've got Lilith's Blessing, they've got Law of Saphery, and they've got Valor of Ages.
Nothing stand out for these.
No, apart from Lilith's Blessing, obviously, which we've gone up through.
They have very limited battle. They have very limited laws and magics to use.
Yeah, I was expecting them to have basically all of them bar War, to be honest.
Yeah, maybe necromancy as well, possibly. I can't see a high elf using necromancy.
Maybe.
But yeah, they are very limited. They don't have dark magic. Maybe you could have.
Yeah, I think dark magic. I suppose demonology sort of makes sense. They don't. Yeah, maybe it does make sense.
Yeah,
maybe
possibly. But yeah, battle magic is decent law. Elementalism is sort of a submarining law at the moment.
I like elementalism.
A lot of people are using that. Decent players are using that. High magic. This is probably one of the only armies in the game that can use high magic.
Yeah, there's not many. Wood elves can.
High magic.
I think lizards.
Lizards can as well. But
high magic is very solid law.
It's a very good law. There's one spell that makes one of these units in this book just
very good.
Devastating.
An illusion, another very good one.
Yeah, so I'm not seeing a lot of people use illusion, apart from, like, say, Demon Slash players.
Illusion's very good for, I'm pretty sure it's illusion that's got...
Spectral Doppelganger.
Spectral Doppelganger. It's also got, I can't remember what it's called, it stops you charging.
Crystal?
No, it's Miasmic Mirage, maybe?
Something
like that. Like takes 2 off your movement or something, stops charging. Very good spell.
So the laws I do have, they are pretty decent. Like, Battle Magic does help out the high elf army.
Battle Magic's very good, all around law. Also, with your reroll to cast, reroll single casting per turn, illusion generally has relatively high casting values. So actually, that helps you out massively. Get those spells off. Very good.
Yeah, high elf mages again. You're probably gonna take one.
I would expect so.
These 2 pages, you're
mage.
looking like these are takings.
The question is, at less than 2,000 points, do you take an Archmage or do you take a Prince?
Oof.
That's the question, isn't it?
Archmage.
I think you probably take an Archmage.
It's probably the level 4.
Yeah.
Sorry, Prince. Not the singer.
The artist formerly known as.
Not the artist formerly known as Prince. No, the actual unit choice entry.
Yeah, I think you're probably right. I think you're probably taking Archmage.
Yeah.
I would anyway.
And sticking with the themes of wizards, we're on to Dragon Mage.
The only guy that can take a Sun Dragon.
Yeah, he's the only guy to take a Sun Dragon. So, the Dragon Mage itself has no movement. Weapon skill 4, Weapon skill 4, Strength 3, he's toughness 5, 1 tough elf, 6 wounds, that is a really tough elf. Initiative 5, 2 attacks, leadership 8 at 275 points.
He's also an expensive elf.
He is a very expensive elf. He's mounted on his Sun Dragon, which is the only Sun Dragon you can take.
Yep.
I don't know why. Movement 6, Weapon skill 5, Strength 5, Initiative 4, 4 attacks. A bit naff as Sun Dragon's always been.
Yeah, he's the baby dragon, isn't he?
He is the very smallest dragon, and he is a behemoth as a character. The Dragon Mage itself comes with a hand weapon and light armor. The Sun Dragon has wicked claws, dragon fire, and draconic scales, which is full plate armor. The Dragon Mage is level 1 wizard, and he knows spells from one of the foreign laws of magic, which is battle magic and elementalism. He may be level 2. He may purchase magic items up to 50 points. And he comes with Blessings of Assyrian, Close Order, Dragon Armour, Elven Reflexes, Fly 10, Impetuous. If on all weapons, large target, Last Blessing, Law of Saphery, Stomp Attacks D6, Swift Stride, Terror, and Valor of Ages.
Yeah.
Wicked Claws is Strength User, AP2, so Strength 5. It's not bad.
No, it's
More than the Chimera has. Dragonfire is Strength 4, -1, Breath Weapon.
And flaming.
No flaming attacks.
It's a solid breath weapon. You're probably never going to use it.
No, because of the way Breath Weapon works.
Maybe you would on a Dragon Mage. Because you actually don't want him in combat.
No, but you might have a choice.
You might not have a choice with that Impetuous.
With the Impetuous.
Big downside.
Yeah. I like the fact he's got Dragon Armour, which means that having the full plate armour isn't a hindrance to him at all.
You mean having the light armour? Because it's the dragon that's got the full plate.
Oh, sorry. Having the light armour.
Yeah, I was thinking, why on earth have they given him light armour? I guess it's just so it allows him to take magical suits of armour.
Why?
If you can get a magical full plate that does something.
We'll go for those later
on.
No,
I think there is actually.
To me, the Dragon Mage has lost something.
Yeah.
He lost the fact that he always got a flaming sword, which was very good.
Yeah.
And he lost the fact that he got +2 to cast but nothing to dispel.
Yeah.
Which I like that.
Yeah. I like
the
that.
Dragon Mage, they're hot-blooded and everything like that.
Mm.
And in response to that, giving it Impetuous.
Yeah.
Which
I think that's. I don't think it's just this, but I think that's a big sort of indicator that to me Impetuous is not a good rule at representing what it is being used to represent.
Yeah.
I think it's the wrong rule for the Orcs and Goblins. I think it's the wrong rule for the Dragon Mage, the wrong rule for the Dragon Princes, as we'll get on to. There's so much like Knights Errant. Yeah, okay, fine. Because they always eat. Yeah. But Knights Errant, I can see having Impetuous because they had that sort of thing anyway. It was a leadership test.
It was called Impetuous, anyway, wasn't it?
It was a leadership test. It worked very slightly differently, but it works okay for them. Orcs and Goblins, I just don't think it works for them. I don't think it works for these guys at all. And like you say, I think they lost a lot. I think they could have kept what they the sort of thing that they had.
The rules they had.
Add 3 to their casting, but can never attempt to wizardly dispel.
Yeah, exactly.
Just do that.
Yeah. I also think that being level 1 or level 2 is worthless. It's not enough.
No.
It's not enough for what they...
Because you're going to get dispelled too easily.
Yeah, exactly.
If you're casting as level 3, you can sort of get away with it, because then at least they've got to equal you.
Yeah.
As a level 4.
I think a lot of people may look at these guys and think, oh, this is no way I can get another dragon in.
Yeah,
the dragon itself ain't great. It's strength 5 or 4 attacks. Ain't bad. -2.
It's initiative 4, so on the charge it is probably striking first.
It's initiative 7 on the charge, which you probably should be charging because you're 5-10 and Swift Strike.
Impetuous.
Anyway, you're going to be charging.
Yeah.
It's nice they have the Last Blessing.
Yeah, no, that is nice. Sorry, I'm just checking Elven Reflexes.
+1 initiative.
No, nice. Yeah. It specifies not its mount. Just double checking.
Yeah, it's nice that they have the rerolls to cast, which means you could try and get.
That is nice.
Is it failed cast or is it just a cast?
Failed casting.
Is it failed casting?
Yeah.
So you can't reroll
and try and get better.
Higher casting. Say you roll the minimum amount you needed.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think they could have had a lot more.
275 points.
Dragon Mage.
I don't see you taking one.
No, I mean, how much is the dragon above him?
The Moon Dragon?
Yeah.
235.
230, and how much is the Star Dragon?
290.
Okay, so if we assume the dragon's about 180 of those points,
yeah,
then you're looking at, 95 points for a level 1 wizard, when a level 1 mage is 80?
Yeah. I don't think they're worth it.
I don't think they're worth it.
If you got, this is the options for fluffy armies.
Yeah.
The Dragon Mage
and because of that, I think they should have made him more fluffy.
Yes. Give him a bit more rules, try not to make him...
A bit more unique.
Yeah.
Impetuous just doesn't do it for me.
He just seems a bit meh.
Yeah, Impetuous just does not do it for me.
No.
Unfortunately. Does have a 5 water gets flaming. That's nice.
Woo!
Yeah. Something, I suppose.
Anyway, moving on to the next one then.
Yes. Handmaidens of the Everqueen.
Yep.
So these are movement 5, web skill 6, ballistic skill 7, same as a prince. Strength 4. They've gone up. Or they're always strength 4. I think they've gone up.
I feel like they've gone. I feel like I think they had strength because you could take.
You took Reaverbow, which upped their strength by 1.
1 8 and push strength.
Would that make them 8?
Strength 8. Yeah.
Okay, maybe they were strength 4.
Yeah.
Toughness 3, 2 wounds, initiative 6, nice and fast, 2 attacks, leadership 8, 65 points, really quite cheap.
Also, I think that's the way we have to work our way backwards. How that combination works out.
They come with hand weapons, a handmaiden spear, a bow of Avalon, and light armour. You can replace their light armour with heavy armour for 3 points. Probably, sure, why not? It's only 3 points. 50 points magic items, and 0 to 1 handmaidens can take the Horn of Isha for 25 points. And the Horn of Isha is a single use. During their command subphase of their turn, this character may attempt to use the Horn of Isha by making a leadership test using their own leadership. If this test is passed, until your next start of turn subphase, this character and any unit they've joined to gain a +1 modifier to both their rolls to hit and their rolls to wound.
Very good bonus. That's a very good benefit.
It is. Special rules wise, they have Arrows of Isha, Evasive, Ignores Cover, Immune Psychology, Thilmar Armour, Thilmar Weapons, and Strike First. That's very good. Didn't realise that, Strike First. Handmaiden Spear is user strength AP -1, and in a turn in which it was charged, the model wielding a Handmaiden Spear gains a +1 modifier to its initiative against the charging units. So their initiative 11.
Oh, 11.
They've got Strikes First. They get charged by someone with Strikes First. These guys go first.
Yeah. Oh, it's gonna be that. It's gonna be that sort of thing, isn't it?
Interesting. I mean, they've got 2 strength 4 attacks. Yeah.
But they could have the dragon slaying sword.
They could. They could have the dragon slaying sword.
You never know.
If you really wish to waste your dragon slaying sword on a handmaid of the Everqueen,
or give it to your wizard special doppelganger.
I mean, that is an option.
They got solid stat line.
Yeah, I like the Horn of Isha. It's very good bonus. I hate the fact it's single use.
Yeah, you're not a fan of single use items.
It's not that it's. Let me be clear. It's not that it's single use. It's that it's a single use and then relies you rolling a value for it to work. It doesn't just happen once. If it's going to be single use, just say they use it. Don't have to do a leadership test. They just use it.
Or make a caveat saying if you fail this test, you may then attempt to roll again next turn.
Yeah, sure.
Because there's nothing worse than using a single use item and failing the required test.
That was always my issue with single use bound items, magic items, or magic spells in 8th edition. And it's the same here. Anything that's single use, I think, should just work when you use it.
Yeah.
Personally.
Evasive. What's evasive again?
Evasive is
when you shoot them.
You're targeted.
Yeah.
It might be an initiative check. It might just be automatic. You basically get to move.
Yeah.
Before they shoot you.
Which ain't bad. It's the Scissors of Avalon themselves have that. Which isn't bad themselves.
No, you're not going to be able to move far.
No,
like 2.5 inches backwards is probably going to be your best bet.
It might help you push yourself just out of range.
Yeah, what I think...
Or push yourself forward if you want to
That's what I was thinking. I don't know if there's a caveat on evasive to say you have to finish further away. Because the idea obviously is that you're evading.
As they do say, the best defense is a good offense.
I tell you where this is really good for though. Put the front rank of your sisters, with this woman in,
this woman in,
just inside a forest. Then evasive, behind the forest, you can't be seen.
That's not a bad shout. That is not.
That's how I choose this.
That's probably that.
If the front rank's in the forest, you can see out of it to shoot, and then they can target you, soft cover, whatever. Then you go find evasive on the back of that forest, you can't see me.
And you waste the shoot.
That's how I do it.
Yeah, probably really good.
Top tip, the Duke's top tip. Hopefully that's how evasive works. I've just made a fool of myself.
Ignores cover against ignores cover. Pretty decent.
Yeah, that's solid.
Immune psychology, odd.
Yeah, it's a bit odd. I wonder if sisters have got that. Not a bad rule.
No, it's not a bad rule.
They do. Whole units immune psych.
They have Ifmar armour, so they get real ones danger terrain tests.
Which helps when you're going in and out of that forest, if it is dangerous.
If it is dangerous.
Yeah. Some places play it's dangerous.
They have Ifmar weapons as well, which you're probably not going to use because you use handmade spear.
You're going to use the handmade spear.
So I don't know why
you would always use the handmaiden spear, really.
Unless you're really desperate to reroll your 2 attacks.
Unless whatever you're fighting has no armour.
Yeah. They seem a bit odd. They seem a bit of a weird place where they want to be.
Yeah.
I think the obvious option is probably giving the Reaver bow, which we'll get to later on, but that's just standard, realistically. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know what they want to do.
Reaver bow, Horn of Isha, you're looking at, 130 points? Reasonably cheap.
But then they have the Strikes First and the Handmaiden Spear, which means they may sound like they want to be in combat. Yeah, but
then you look at the stat line, 2 attack, strength 4. The weapon skill's good, but...
No. I just don't think they know what they want to do.
I think... I like the Strikes First and the Handmaiden Spear for a defensive role.
Defensive line.
Like, my sisters have been charged by some fast cabs, some skirmishers.
I'll do my best to poke that guy.
I'm going to poke that guy and probably kill one of them. I might miss with one. I'll probably kill one of them though, before they attack. Then you've got all the sisters attacks, which I've just checked. Also, I think have Ethilmar weapons. They can reroll their ones. So, and you know, maybe survive it that way. I think that's where you really want her. She's not a frontline combat character at all.
She's a shooting character.
Yeah.
Which is what you imagine. Which is what you would have.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that is the actual characters themselves. Not a lot of characters.
Not tons, no. A
lot of them build into the idea of the other honours, which is where
you sort of specialise them.
Yeah. And then we're going to the character's mounts. So, a prince or noble may be mounted on an elven steed for 14 points, a barded elven steed for 18 points, a Tyrannoc chariot, a griffin, a moon dragon, princes only, and a star dragon, princes only, and they all may also be mounted on a great eagle. That bugs me that the dragons aren't the last options.
Yeah.
Why is the great eagle the last option?
It's because
he's a page number.
Yeah. I don't know why they didn't put the dragons after the eagle, though, to be fair.
An archmage or mage may be mounted on an elven steed for 14 points, a bard elven steed for 18 points, a moon dragon or a star dragon for archmages only, and again a great eagle. And alternatively, a prince, noble, archmage or mage with the Trajan hunter elven honour may be mounted on a lion chariot, the sea guard elven honour may be mounted on a loven skycutter, a blood of Calidor elven honour may be mounted on a sun dragon. You can go on a sun dragon!
Which is how your nobles get on dragons.
Lovely.
I knew there was a way that they could do it.
Perfect. So they may take a sun dragon for your blood of Calidor, or if you're anointed of Syrian, you may be mounted on a flame spire or a frost heart. Yeah, cool. The elven steeds
are the light cavalry version.
Yep.
Still on 30 by 60 bases. 1 strength, 3 attack, initiative 4. Barded elven steeds are the heavy cavalry variant. They also have 1 strength, 3 attack, initiative 4. However, special rules for the elven steed, fast cav and swift stride. Special rules for the barded elven steed, counter charge, first charge, Thilmar barding, and swift stride. So you swap fast cav for barding, first charge, counter charge, and reroll ones on your dangerous
A lot of good rules there.
A lot of good rules.
Also point out is that the elven steed is moving 9, the barded elven steed is moving 8.
Yeah, good point.
So even with the barding, you are faster than pretty much all the other horses, which is what they used to be anyway.
Yes.
They used to, but to be honest, in the previous one, if my bard meant that you
didn't take the movement penalty,
which meant that you was always moving
Always
9. So you have lost the point of move for your heavy cav.
You have.
But I still think the elven steeds are really good cavalry options, especially the barded one.
Yes.
Counter charge, first charge, if my barding, swift stride.
Yes, that's the question. If Thilmar barding, a wizard on a barded elven steed, can he wear armour without penalty?
Yes, because that is a rule for if my barding.
Which doesn't make any sense because it's the horse that's got the barding.
Yes.
Not him. Nice. I mean, to be fair, unless he takes an honour, he can't take armour anyway. But, you know.
Don't worry, a wizard with a special rule, that horse is a wizard. And a magic horse. But again, the barded elven steed, if you are running a cav army rather than a monster mash,
yeah, I mean,
you have worse options.
Yeah, a lot of them are really solid mount options. Like I said, both the steed variants, I think, can work.
Even the griffin's decent.
The griffin's okay. Yeah, he's your sort of your cheap dragon.
He's like your hippogriff manticore option.
Yes.
That's exactly where that's the same sort of below the dragon, but above the other really the top
I think
monsters.
he's basically the same stats as the hippogriff as well.
Yeah.
I don't think there's much difference, maybe in their attacks.
You can take chariot options as well. Now chariots are decent.
I like them for wizards.
I like wizards. I like them in beastmen verbs because beastmen can't say dragons. But if you have the money, the points, you're gonna take a dragon. Unfortunately, guys.
I wouldn't for your wizard.
No.
No.
I
would take a chariot, potentially a skycutter. I played against someone with a skycutter. Now, to be fair to him, his skycutter couldn't fly all game.
I don't know if they can take the chariots.
Yeah, mages can take the sea guard on.
Can they take the sea guard on?
Yeah.
We sure?
Yeah. If he didn't, then the guy was incorrect in his list. But I'm pretty sure they can take the sea guard on.
Yeah, that's the best way they can.
So you can go on a skycutter. I quite like him for that. He can fly around.
Not bad. Yeah,
fly around, gives him a bit of toughness, gives him a bit of a save. He can see 360, more wounds. Or the lion chariot for the extra bit of armour. Because that will have more armour, I'd have thought, than the skycutter.
It might do. Who knows? We'll find out.
It's also probably going to be better in combat. So if he does get charged by something, he's got 2 lions and 2 white lions.
Yeah. Fair.
Which is better than a poor man's eagle and 2 sea guard. Well, maybe 3 sea guard. Might be 3.
A poor man's eagle.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, but you have a good amount of decent options there.
Yeah,
for
I think you do.
your characters.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're going to go into infantry next.
Yes, into their core.
Yeah.
Specifically with their Ulth 1 militia. So these are Elven Spearmen and Elven Archers. They have exactly the same stat lines.
Yep.
Movement 5, Web Skill, Ballistic Skill 4, Strength and Toughness 3, 1 wound, Initiative 4, 1 attack, Leadership 8, and their Sentinels have an extra... Well, the Sentinel for the Spearmen has an extra attack. The Sentinel for the Archers has an extra Ballistic Skill.
Yes.
9 points for a Spearman, 10 points for an Archer. They both have hand weapons. The Spearmen have thrusting spears, light armour, and shields. They come with shields. Elven Archers have longbows. Command options are 5 points each. Any unit of Elven Spearmen can have Shield Wall for 10 points for the unit. Probably would.
But if you're using a hand weapon for Shield Wall?
No, you have to use your shield.
If you use
which
your
you
shield.
can use with spears.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Any unit of Elven Archers can take light armour. Probably wouldn't bother. It's a point of model. 0 to 1 unit of Elven Spearmen per 1,000 can replace Valor of Ages with Veteran for a point of model. Very nice. And can purchase Magic Standard worth up to 50 points. 0 to 1 units of Elven Archers per 1,000 can do the same. Replace Valor of Ages with Veteran for a point and take a Magic Standard, this time only up to 25 points.
I think if you're taking Spearmen or Archers and you got the points, I probably would just take Veteran, especially Spearmen.
Particularly Spearmen.
If you're taking Spearmen, a beef, I'd take Veteran.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd bother with like small units of Archers. If I'm going like 7 in a single line, I probably wouldn't bother because they're just going to die. But maybe special rules. They've both got close order. And Elven Reflexes and Valor of Ages. The Elven Spearmen have Martial Prowess and Regimental Unit. The Elven Archers have Detachment.
Okay, so you can take detachments of Elven Archers with Spearmen.
For your Spearmen, yeah.
Okay, that's nice.
Yeah.
These guys are still in that weird spot where they are just attacks.
Yeah.
High Elves still have this thing where the core section is just a tax option.
Particularly the infantry, outside of maybe Log and Seaguard, which are or can be okay.
They're better than Spearmen.
Exactly, but they're literally both. They're an archer and a spearman in one.
Combined into one.
Yeah, you lose a little bit on their range because they're not longbows.
You also lose out on armbane as well.
You do.
You lose out on the armbane from longbow.
But you can put a magic banner in there and get that back.
Yeah.
They've got their own rules, which we'll get onto as they are next.
Both units are only minimum unit size of 5 though.
They are. That's nice.
I don't know why you ever take for just 5.
Sprays of archers. I don't think you'd ever take 5 spearmen.
No,
sprays of archers.
I still take like 10 archers. But then you're losing a rank shooting behind.
Exactly. Yeah, I'd take like maybe 6 or 7 in a line if I was going to take them. Personally,
it's just not a unit.
No, it doesn't look nice, but that's I think how they are most effective.
Anyway, all for militia. If you have to take them, so be it. It is what it is.
I think the spearmen can work.
They can. Well, they might be able to.
With shield wall, with veteran, a decent unit with martial prowess.
They could be a roadblock.
Yeah. They're not going to kill anything.
No.
Their idea is just don't die.
Exactly. And then moving to the Loth and Seaguard then, which is, as Scott said, the combination of both the militia into one. So the Seaguard themselves move 5, skill 4, skill 4, strength 3, toughness 3, 1 wound, initiative 4, 1 attack, leadership 8, 11 points of model. And the Sea Master has an additional ballistic skill and additional attack. So literally a combination of both sentinels. And he's 7 points additional.
So a Seaguard is 2 points more than an Elven Spearman.
Yep.
For that, he loses the shield, but you can buy that back for a point. So 3 points more, he gains a warbow. I'd take that. And a special rule.
Yeah.
Naval discipline.
So
I'd take that.
So that's got, so they come with hand weapons, thrusting spears, warbows, and light armour. The entire unit may take shields, 1 point per model. The unit full command is 7 points for the Sea Master and 5 points each for standard and a musician. The Sea Master may take up to 25 points magic items.
That's nice as well.
Yeah. 1 unit in the army, 0 to 1 unit per 1,000 points may replace Valor Age of a veteran, and they may also purchase a magic standard up to 50 points. They come with close order, elven reflexes, martial prowess, naval discipline, and Valor of Ages. So naval discipline is a unit with Sloth and Seaguard that may use special when it makes a standing shoot charge reaction. A unit that does so can make a standard shoot charge reaction regardless of how close the charging unit is. Once this shooting attack has been resolved, the charge unit may then make a free redress to rank manoeuvre, after which it will hold and await the charging unit. Units that are fleeing, that are already engaged in combat when charged, or that have been joined by a character that does not have this special rule, cannot use special rule.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah, really good.
It's a really good special rule. I did see James use it once against someone at an event, and he got charged by some dragon ogres, and it meant the Seagull lasted a turn longer than they would have done.
Nice. I've had it used against me in an event, and I didn't realise they had it, and I mean, it didn't help them massively against Ground Knights, but, you know, it helped a bit. They killed one with a stand and shoot, and they got to redress. So, I mean, it's not terrible.
And the redress is only putting 5 models into the rank.
Yeah, up to 5, to or from the front rank. But, you know, that can be a big deal.
Yeah, it can be. Especially if it's like against a monster with 1 wound.
Oh, yeah.
If that monster only kills 4 dudes.
Yeah, and it's the supporting attacks as well, because you've got thrusting spears.
Yeah, exactly.
So you're getting more into the second rank as well. Particularly if you start off like 7 by 3 or 4 or something.
Yeah.
You can then go, right, now I'm like 12 wide. Here's 24 attacks, minus whatever you kill.
I think if you're looking at taking spearmen and archers, just drop one
take
and just
Seaguard.
take Seaguard.
Honestly, I wouldn't take either. I'd take more Seaguard.
Just take more Seaguard. If you're taking infantry in your core, you just take Seaguard.
Yeah, and I would think about Razor Standard on them.
Because Armbane 2?
Armbane 2.
It's not bad.
Because they're only strength 3 on their bow, so they're probably going to need 5s or 6s anyway to wound.
So you want those
and then those 6s, minus 2.
Much help as you want to at that point.
Yeah, exactly. I'd probably pay for veteran, maybe.
I'd
definitely pay for shields.
If you're taking the 1 unit, I probably would.
Probably.
Yeah.
Maybe not. Maybe my BSB goes in there, so I don't care.
Yeah.
But maybe.
Gone are the days of the high elf horde, but you can still replicate it.
You can sort of do it with naval discipline.
Yes. So yeah, that's all your core infantry. Only 3 options.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
And moving into our special options now, and I'll let you take what used to be the creme de la creme of the specials.
Yeah, you see it all the time. The White Lions of Trace. They are move 5, weapon skill 5, ballistic skill 4, strength 4, toughness 3, 1 wound, initiative 5, 1 attack, leadership 8 for 14 points, and their guardian, their unit champ, gets an extra attack for 6 points a model.
At this point, do we go through the armory now? Because all the 4 options here are now going to be talked about in the next 4.
Yeah, okay, yeah, let's do that then.
Yeah, makes sense?
Yeah, I'll finish going through the White Lions, and then once we've gone through them, we'll get on to the armoury, because annoyingly they don't put it on the page.
No.
So equipment wise, they have hand weapons, they're tracing great blades, which we'll go through in a second, and heavy armour.
They do have heavy armour.
Their full command is 6 points each. They can replace Valor of Ages with Veteran, that's any unit, no limit on that, for a point a model, and they can purchase a magic standard up to 50 points, again no limit, any unit can do that, and their unit champ can purchase magic items up to 25 points. They have Tracing Warriors, Elven Reflexes, Kingsguard, Lion Cloak, Move 3 Cover, Open Order, Stubborn, and Valor of Ages. So
that Open Order hurts.
It makes them a very different unit to what they were.
Yes.
Very different. Tracing Warriors, unit with this special rule can only be joined by your army's general or by a character with the Tracing Hunter Elven Honor. And Kingsguard, any model in a unit of White Lions that has been joined by your army's general can issue and accept challenges in the same manner as a character. Should your general leave the unit for any reason, the unit loses this ability.
Good. That is a good rule.
Yeah, that's solid. I don't think you're ever going to put your general in there though, because they're that open order flanking hammer rather than an anvil that dishes out.
They're not the anvil they used to be.
No, definitely not.
Because Stubborn isn't nowhere near as good as it used to be.
No, it isn't.
Move Recover is good. You aren't being hampered by terrain, which works out quite well for them.
Yeah, I do. I think they have a role in probably like units of about 8, because they're 5+.
They've not dropped any points either. I think they've gone up a point maybe? I can't remember off my head.
Maybe. They're around the same. But I think you just use them in a massively different way. Like I said, use them as sort of little sprays of flanking units. Maybe 10, maybe 5x2, if you really want to sort of
the
go
combination,
for that. I wouldn't take them in a big unit though.
No, the combination of Move Recover and Open Order does make them a flanking hammer rather than a centre line anvil.
Yeah, definitely.
Because they might lose the second round of combat and run away.
Yeah, I mean, the thing with these, I think, how I'd want to use them is have a block of maybe spearmen. Maybe this is where your spearmen come in. A block of spearmen, or sea guard, or Phoenix guard, preferably.
Yeah.
Because they might actually kill something. But some unit that he's going to hold, that he's going to get charged and hold, and then the White Lions come in and deal a bit of damage in the flank that then tips the odds in your favour and wins you the combat. Yeah. That's really what you want these guys to do.
But yeah, no more Boltwood. Well, I'm a spoiler now. Yeah, there is no more Boltwood. So that's what you are losing out on that, and that's where it comes down to about the whole anvils and everything like that.
Yeah, and the fact they're open order, not close order.
Yeah, it means you only get +1 for the close order benefit. Open order means you're getting your rank bonuses in terrain, which again just puts more into the ideal of having them as a flanking.
Which makes sense, you know, they are from Trace, which is a very wooded province.
Yes. So we're going into the Armoury of Ulthuan now then, rather than doing it when we would usually at the end of it.
Yeah.
The next options we're going to talk about now
all have
these specific options.
Yeah.
So I'll talk about Tracing Great Axe now, or Great Blade, because we just went over it. So it's ranged combat, naturally. Strength +2, -3 AP, requires 2 hands, strikes last. Strikes last hurts.
It does, but you are, assuming you charge 3 inches, you are still going to be initiative 5 on the charge.
Yes.
Which is very good.
The issue with that is that your infantry trying to get a charge.
Yes, yeah, but if you're going for that sort of flanking charge, it's much easier to do.
No, it is a lot easier to do, especially if your opponent thinks, oh, that wood's hampering their charge,
Yeah,
I'll be safe. No can do, but I'm going to move for cover open, I'm going straight into like that way.
Yeah.
So he's got -3 to armour is very good.
Very good, yes.
It's taken the armour bane from a great and just added straight to your AP.
Yeah.
+2 strength, good. So you still strength 6. Tracing Great Blade, it's decent.
It's okay.
The strikes last is a little bit hurtful though.
Yeah.
If you're not getting rid of your opponent in 1 round of combat, don't expect to see the end of this next round of combat.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Though, I mean, I could see that, particularly if they go into a flank and the unit's not massively deep, I could see them just killing that fighting rank, to be fair.
Yeah.
There's 3 or 4 guys there.
But you're only issue 1, so I hope maybe.
You're 5 if you charge.
Maybe.
That's what I mean. You charge into the flank, you kill that, you've got the damage, you've got a flank charge, you've maybe got a banner, you know.
You might be able to break them.
Yeah.
You go from there. It's not bad. They said this. They still have the strikes last from 8 position, but it's not none of the.
It's not offset by the strikes first.
No,
but
it's not offset by strikes first.
But you know, with charging, it does help.
Yeah. By Avalon, we have range 30, strength as user, AP nothing, -1 armor bane or armor bane 1, sorry, magical attacks and volley fire.
Solid.
This is the bow of the handmaidens of your princes.
Yeah, good.
And your sister of Avalon as well.
Yeah. Solid.
And with the bow of Avalon, if you have the rule, then you get -1 AP armor bane 2.
Yeah, if you've got arrows of Isha, which is handmaidens and sisters.
Yeah. The next one is Ceremonial Halberd, which is your Phoenix Guard weapons, which is +1 strength, -1 AP, armor bane 1, fighting extra rank, very good.
Yeah.
Magical attacks requires 2 hands. And a model wielding a Ceremonial Halberd cannot make a spawn attack during a turn in which it charged.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's works a bit like a thrusting spear.
Throwing spear.
No,
thrusting. The thrusting one's the one where
you get charged.
But this is the one where you do the charging.
Yeah, but you can't use the support attacks when you charge.
Sorry, yeah. I see where you go from that one. Yeah, it's not bad. Still strength 4, -1. It's a halberd. The fighting extra rank's really good.
Yeah.
That is super. There's not a lot that lets you fight extra ranks these days.
No. And we'll get onto them in a minute, but they've got martial prowess as well.
Yeah. Magical attacks as well, in case that ever comes up, means that demons and stuff like that don't really want to charge
Yeah,
them.
trolls can't reroll their regens in a troll horde list.
Yeah, when that comes up.
Yeah.
And the last one is the Sword of Hoeth, which is +2 strength, -2 magical attacks, requires 2 hands.
Yeah.
Absolutely stonking weapon.
Really good. This is your sword master weapon. You get it from a couple of honours as well.
Yeah, the fact it's not strikes last.
Yeah.
I mean,
very good. And it's on a model that is very good weapon skill, very, very good initiative.
2 attacks.
They still have 2 attacks.
I think it's, they might have to. We'll get all.
Very good.
They are the
next. Very good.
They are the next thing we're going to go over.
Yeah.
So the Sword of Hoeth.
It's the standout one for me because it's a great weapon that doesn't make you strike last.
No. And we're going to Sword Masters now. Then
they don't. They have 1 attack.
Sword Masters Hoeth. Then the wielders of the blades of Hoeth.
Yes.
They are movement 5, skill 6, skill 4, strength 3, toughness 3, 1 wound, initiative 6.
Very
1 attack, leash rate, 14 points of model. They are the same points as a white line.
They are.
The Blade Lord is the exact same stat line apart from additional attack. And for 6 additional points. They come with hand weapons, sword of Hoeth, and heavy armour. The full command is 6 points per model. They may have drill for a point per model.
Very good.
Which I probably would take.
Yeah, probably.
You may take 50 points of magic standard, and your Blade Lord may take 50 points of magic items. Special rules wise, they have cleaving blow, close order, deflect shots, elven reflexes, Ithmar armour, magic res 1, Valor of Ages, and Warriors of the White Tower.
Didn't realise that magic res. That's quite nice.
So Cleaving Blow, model with special rule, when you roll a natural 6 when making a wound roll for an attack made in combat, it is struck a Cleaving Blow. Any models whose troop type is regular infantry, heavy infantry, regular cavalry, or heavy cavalry, or war beasts are not permitted armour or regen against cleaving blows. Ward saves may be attempted as normal. Deflect shots, a model with special rule with a 6 or war save against any wounds suffered that were caused by non-magical shooting. Your Jedi. Other sci-fi franchises are available.
You're worse than a Jedi though, because the Jedi's must have like a 2-up. The amount of blaster shots they deflect.
Yeah, go on, get that one. Yeah, get that one. You're a Jedi, you're a, what do they call it, youngling, or a Padawan.
Padawan.
And the Warriors of the White Tower, a unit special rule may only be joined by a High Elf Mage or a character with either the Warden Saphery or Longmaster Elven Armour. A lot of these special options for High Elves have this caveat for their special choices.
Yeah, which I like, to be fair. I do like it.
I do. It restricts your army list building.
Yeah, a little bit.
So maybe that's why maybe that's why the units themselves aren't restricting the Grand Army, because your general's going to be restricted to where they can go.
Yeah, perhaps.
Go from
perhaps.
there.
But if he's on a chariot or a dragon or a griffin, doesn't really matter.
Yeah. Right, so Swordmasters themselves, when the book first came out, the Swordmasters were immediately picked out as probably one of the better infantry in the game.
Yeah.
Which, I agree.
Yes.
They are probably one of the better infantry. They have a high initiative. They're initiative 7 when they get charged.
Yes.
And against the majority
initiative 10 when they charge.
Initiative 10 when they charge. Against the majority of infantry that are charging, even like stuff like cavalry when they charge them.
Yeah, most stuff.
These guys are still either going first or at the same time.
You've got to be initiative 5 and charge 3 inches to go before them.
I think the only units that are like that are ground knights.
Characters and
ground
knights chosen?
No, they're initiative 4.
Are they?
They're initiative 4.
Wow. Damn, you're slow.
They all wear massive armour.
Yeah.
Yeah,
there's certainly not a lot out there.
No. Unless it has strikes first as well, but there's not a lot of strikes first out there, right?
Really, it's characters, it's other elves.
Yeah.
Like other special elves. Phoenix Guy, for instance, Dragon Princes, I imagine, are quick enough. Wild Riders, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But there is not a screaming amount.
Even those units that do charge them are going to be wary about clean blow as well.
Yes.
With the Sword of Hoeth, you roll a 6, that dude's just dead.
I mean,
he's not killing blow, but he's like...
It's killing blow without the removing all the wounds.
Yeah, right.
It doesn't work against monstrous stuff. But yeah, against those Ground Knights, it's terrifying.
The Ground Knights really got to hope to get a big enough charge so they go before them.
And wipe out the front row.
Which
Which is not easy when they're only hitting them on 4s.
Yeah. And the Swordmasters hitting them on 5? Or...
on 4s.
Oh, they were both skill 6. Whereas I was supposed to 6.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And the idea was back when the book came out is like you stick a High Elf Mage and make them ethereal.
Which you can do with.
You still can do that.
One of the spells from High
That
Magic.
hasn't changed. That's the Lord High Magic uses. I'll give them reserve move, cool, and ethereal.
Yeah.
8.
Warp to Wells, that's what it's called.
Yes.
Yeah. Very good.
It's just, that entire combination is. I played against it. One of my first games I played against was like, how is this fair?
Yeah, I played against it with Team Kings on the channel actually. Against James, and I just did nothing. So
No,
I just didn't target it with anything because I was like, I just can't hurt it. So there was literally no point. And it walked slowly across the board and got to my army and killed the unit of archers it charged.
Unless you have like mass magical attacks, which not a lot of stuff does have.
No.
You're not going to do much.
Or you've got like 4 pillars of fire.
Yeah, unless you do spam them like the magic missiles, they're like
Bounce them through stuff. Wild tides, yeah.
Wild tides do it. They're winning on 6s, but you still get 5d6 hits.
So there's I think it's demonology.
The
Might be dark magic. No, it's like Vile Tide. You don't get armors or regens, but it's strength 2 and it's 3d6.
That's Unquiet Spirits of Necromancy.
That's what it is. Thanks. Completely the wrong law.
Yeah.
But yeah, that phenomenal.
Yeah, that's really good.
They do have magic res, which will hurt.
They do have magic res, and High Elves do have a fair bit of magical defense as well.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, Swordmasters, solid. Probably one of the best infantry units in the game.
Yeah, I would say so. I would agree. They can't have veteran.
No, they can't have veteran.
And don't come with it, which
is odd.
Yeah, I feel like that's a little odd. But maybe that's more of a bonus.
Jedi Padawans.
Jedi Padawans.
They haven't been in the field that long. Plus the librarians.
They are. They protect the librarians.
They're also librarians themselves.
Yeah.
They're exemplars of martial arts capable of incredible feats of arm.
None of that says librarian. Phoenix Guard. These are Web Skill 5, Ballistic Skill 4, that's nice. Strength Toughness 3, 1 wound, Initiative 5, 1 attack, Leadership 9, that is very nice. 16 points a model. These are heavy infantry,
Yeah.
opposed to the regular infantry of Swordmasters and White Lions. Still 25mm bases, still unit size 5+. They come with hand weapons, ceremonial halberds, and full plate armour.
Ooh.
You can upgrade one to a Keeper of the Flame, which gives you an extra attack. He's your champion for 7 points. Their other commander options are 7 points as well, so a little bit more expensive. These guys can have drilled for a point a model, and they can purchase Magic Standard up to 100 points. But the unit champ can only take magic items up to 25 points. No, not bad. Could put magic res on him, something like that. It's not bad. They've got Blessings of Azurian, so 5 up against Flaming, 5 up ward. Close Order, Elven Reflexes, they call Sphere. Martial Prowess, Veteran, and Witness to Destiny. Witness to Destiny, yeah, that's what I nearly said. Coming with Veterans, very nice.
Yeah.
Witness to Destiny, this unit's got a 6 up ward save against any wounds suffered that were caused by non-magical enemy attacks.
That was their 4 ward save,
Yeah,
which
big
got
drop from their
heavily
fireball.
hit.
Yes, I think that's necessary though, given that how rare a 4+ ward is in the old world.
Yeah.
I could have seen this be a 5 up ward though, personally.
Maybe if they were feeling a bit nicer about it.
Could have seen this be a 5 up ward.
Just going by the rules and stat lines and everything. I might be saying the Swordmaster have a competitor for best infantry.
I quite like Phoenix Guard. I've got to say I really do.
My big issue with them is the lack of strength and AP.
I mean, strength 4 AP 1 armor bane. It's not bad.
But it's not strength 5 -2.
No, it isn't. No, that is fair. They're also a touch slower, initiative 5, and 1 less weapon skill for 2 more points.
Unless you're taking drilled on Swordmaster, but you're probably taking drilled on Phoenix Guard. So
Yeah, exactly.
It equals out.
They do come with Veteran, which I think is big.
Yeah.
They've got the 6 up ward against everything, not just shooting, as long as it's not magical.
You've got Blessings if you're flaming. It's got 5 ward save.
Yeah.
So you might get rid of my 6 up. You've got magical
Cool
attacks.
Spear, which is nice. They've got supporting attacks pretty much all the time.
Means that
nice.
they don't have to worry about the fear themselves.
Yeah. I think the Swordmasters are a hammer and an anvil. They can sort of do both because they'll probably go before anything that charges them anyway.
And it might be ethereal.
And they might be ethereal. I mean, you could just make these ethereal.
Make these
This isn't
ethereal.
just limited to Swordmasters.
No, it's not.
Your Phoenix Guard are definitely an anvil, though.
Yes.
So I think you can absolutely take them instead of Swordmasters as long as you have hammers in the form of Dragon Princes, maybe Silver Helms, maybe White Lions, Chariots, that sort of thing.
With the fact that you can also fight in 2 ranks as well. Fight in 2 ranks, you got the Martial Prowess as well, so if you're getting flanked or reared, you got 2 ranks.
Yeah, you've only got to be 4 wide to get your rank bonus as well. So if you're coming up against a multiple attack unit, say Chosen or Cavalry that's got multiple attacks, like Ground Knights for instance, something like that. Yeah, Forsaken.
Because they have a lot of attacks per model as well.
Yeah, you can go narrow, you can go 4, still get 8 attacks, because you've got your supporting attacks, assuming they charge you.
Yep.
And you're limiting the number of attacks they get.
And you're drilled, so if you are narrow and they fail their charge, then you can almost drill up and just charge it.
Yeah, as long as you don't go into accidentally go into marching column with that, you would still get your rank bonus even if you're 4 wide. Yeah, heavy infantry means you're harder to disrupt as well. I really like
solid.
They're solid. I think in comparison, I don't think they're too many points as a whole. I think in comparison to Swordmasters, they're a touch too many points, and that's
15
why
points maybe I would have gone for.
Yeah.
Or just make them all 14 points, but then I think Phoenix are maybe a little bit too cheap at that point.
I'm not sure. I think that might have been the way I'd gone, make them all the same points.
Yeah.
And maybe have the Phoenix Guard pay like a point for Veteran.
Then I might have gone the White Lions a bit too expensive then.
They're 14 as it is. So maybe. Not sure.
Phoenix Guard were in the top tiers previously. They still have kept around for the top tiers.
Yeah, I think really you've seen Swordmasters and White Lions swap.
Swordmasters have swapped right in their position in there.
Phoenix Guard, I think, is still solid. I know the Lawmaster doesn't agree with, or didn't agree with me the last time I spoke to him about Phoenix Guard. He was all about the Swordmasters, but he does love Swordmasters. He has about 80 of them, so maybe that's why.
And he's not here to defend himself.
No, he isn't. No,
that's what he gets.
We get to say what we want.
Exactly. Moving on then into Shadow Warriors, and we have movement 5, weapon skill 5, base skill 5. Strength 3, toughness 3, 1 wound, initiative 5, 1 attack, leech rate 14 points model. Again, 14 points model.
Yeah, they do love a 14-point model.
The Shadow Walker is the exact same, apart from his physical 6 rather than physical 5, which seems a touch just redundant.
It's nice. It's nice to have.
And he's 6 additional points. They're regular infantry. They come with hand weapon, longbows, and light armor. The shadow, you may upgrade 1 to be a Shadow Walker, and that's the only command you get.
Yeah.
Shadow Walker may take magic items at 25 points.
Yeah.
0 to 1 unit in your army, and that's not per 1,000. That's just only 1 unit in your army.
Yeah.
Can have these. May have ambushers, have chariot runners, and have feigned flight, and they're all 1 point per model.
I don't think I'll bother with any of them. I might give 1 unit ambushers, maybe.
Depends how many chariots take. I might take chariot runners. They might be
I
scouting.
wouldn't bother.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like these guys are almost certainly going to scout.
Yeah. Special rules wise, before we go into that, they have elven reflexes, evasive, fire and flee, if mild weapons, move through cover, scouts, skirmishers, veteran, warriors, and Agarith.
Maybe seeing they've got fire and flee, maybe I'd take feigned flight.
Fire and flee is the stand shoot where you either shoot at them and run away. Feigned flight is that you get to automatically regroup, isn't it?
So fire and flee you auto rally at the end of. I think feigned flight lets you run further with fire and flee. Is it that one? Maybe it's not. Maybe there's another.
There are too many rules for like the
I can't remember what feigned flight does. Maybe I wouldn't think. I can't remember what it does.
Warriors and Agarith
it does
is.
what I think it does. Let me know what it does. Thanks.
Warriors and Agarith, message us on Discord. Tell us what Feigned Flight does.
Yeah.
Warrior with a special rule may only be joined by a character with a Shadow Stalker level honor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Makes sense.
Shadow Warriors, they have a lot of rules.
They do have a lot of rules.
They come with veteran, which is very good.
That's nice.
They have evasive, fire and flee, move for cover and scouts, which means if these guys are in combat, that's your own fault. How have these guys been caught out and got in combat? I don't know what you've done at that point.
Yeah, fair.
They have all the rules to prevent them from getting in combat, but they're in combat. What have you done?
If these guys are in combat, it's your own fault. Fair.
And they don't want to be in combat. Even my weapons, that's a
Really?
lie. That's a lie. Don't believe it.
They only ship 6 if they get charged. It's not terrible. I mean, you know, they're good against other skirmishers because other skirmishers are also generally rubbish in combat. They're good against war machines because they're weapon skill 5, rerolling 1 to hit.
They have longbows, so they have the armbane.
Yeah.
They're not bad.
Well,
Don't get me wrong, they're not bad units.
Don't charge me in expecting them like miraculous things though.
I think they're not. I think from what I remember, shades are still the better than Shadow Warriors.
Yeah.
Because shades can like great weapons and all that sort
That's
of stuff.
the thing. I was expecting you to be able to give these at least like an additional hand weapon or something. A great weapon would have been nice, but yeah, no.
No, I think the tradition stays alive with shades are better than Shadow Warriors, which is unfortunate. But
a lot of rules, like you say, though. Evasive, very good on this type of unit.
move through cover, scouts, skirmishers.
The veteran's nice as well.
Veteran's very nice. Because you're probably not going to be in range of BSB because you might be scouts now.
Yeah.
Chariots, I said I might take chariots if I'm taking a lot of chariots. Because you can take units of chariots and you can take chariots.
You can. Maybe.
I might. The Feigned Flight is probably where you're going to go with, or ambushers.
I think I'd have one. If I had 2 units, I'd have 1 unit ambushing. If I only had 1 unit, I probably wouldn't bother.
If you only 1 unit in the army, you may take.
Yeah, so as in, if I had 2 units in my army, I'd give 1 of them ambushers.
Oh, okay, I see what you mean.
Whereas if I only had 1 unit in the army, I wouldn't bother.
But then if you have ambushers, what's the point of a scout? Just scout rather than ambush.
Yeah, but it keeps you protected. If you're against like mass shooting, keeps you protected.
Maybe. I don't know.
Gets like that Empire gunline army. I think an ambushing unit of Shadow Warriors would do phenomenally well there because they're probably good enough to kill or to beat Outriders in combat.
Probably.
And they're war machines.
The war machine definitely.
And like 5 crossbows.
The war machine, yeah. The Outriders, I don't know. Depends how many Outriders have got in a unit. Maybe. Anyway, moving on. Shadow Warriors, they're decent.
Yeah, I think they're okay.
Moving on then.
Sisters of Avalon. Movement and ballistic skill and weapon skill 5. Strength toughness 3, 1 wound, initiative 5, 1 attack, leadership 8. Same stats as the Shadow Warrior, and the High Sister is 1 more ballistic skill again. These are 15 points a model, 7 points for the High Sister, which is their champion. Hand weapons, bows of Avalon, and light armour. Oh, I don't think they came with light armour. Before. I think you have to pay for it. A High Sister can purchase magic items up to 50 points, and 0 to 1 unit in your army can have ambushers for a point model, and they can have stubborn for a point model.
So they can have ambushers for a point model.
Yeah, but I wouldn't bother, because then the handmaiden can't join them.
Yeah.
They come with the Arrows of Isha special rule, evasive, ignores cover, immune to psychology, Ithilmar armour, Ithilmar weapons, open order, skirmishers, strike first. Didn't realise that was
They have a unit strikes first.
Oh, they do! I didn't realise they had strike first either.
You literally just said strike first.
I know, but I mean before, right? I didn't realise they had strike first.
On to that.
Yeah. No elven reflexes because they've got strike first.
Yep.
Not the end of the world though. Yeah, didn't realise they could be skirmishers actually.
Yeah, it's one of those options. One of the units that can have the open order skirmishers. There are a few of them out there. Gore come to mind, these guys.
Would I bother?
Well, skirmishers.
Maybe.
Depends where they're going.
Depends how big my unit is.
You might want to use skirmishers if you're taking a wizard on foot.
Yeah.
Because this unit can be joined by any character. Does that sound
no
right?
restrictions there.
No restrictions on honours or anything like that.
Yeah. Maybe if I'm taking like 6 with a handmaiden, maybe I go skirmishers.
What I will say, I've seen the Lawmaster use a couple of times. Every time he's used them, they've been a bit disappointing.
Okay.
They have all the rules in the world. The arrows of ice is a good rule. It's just the strength 3 on the bow.
Yeah.
They used to be strength 4. They've dropped a point of strength.
Yeah, which is massive.
So, which is a big one, and it's just they seem good on paper. Just that they just don't do anything.
Seem underwhelming on the table.
They don't kill anything.
Yeah.
You get one turn shooting if you use a Horn of Ice shot.
Where they probably do kill some stuff.
They
probably hit on 2s, wound on 4s.
4s or 3s.
Maybe 3s, depending on what
they don't really do much.
Yeah, no, that's
which is a big shame because the models are nice. I think those models have kept up some standards.
Yeah, I quite like them. And then the argument to that is, well, do you go like big units? Because I know James doesn't have many painted, so he probably wasn't using tons of them. Do you go a unit of like, I don't know, 16?
On a hill, if you've got a hill.
On a hill if you've got a hill. If not, half the second rank can shoot anyway because they've got volley fire. So you're looking at probably 12 shots plus the handmaiden. So you could sort of just go like weight of fire maybe?
If you're taking a handmaiden, I think you take one big unit. If you're not taking a handmaiden, probably multiple units of 5.
Yeah, fair.
If you're doing that way. Multiple units of 5, skirmishing, or if you want to use the redirectors in one long line. One single line. Like a stick of them.
Yeah, fair.
But yes, this Avalon, they seem good on paper. In practice, I've not seen them perform.
Perhaps underwhelming.
Yeah.
Let us know if you've had any mileage.
Yeah, please. If you know how to use them well, because James obviously doesn't, we'll go from there.
And he's not here to defend himself.
Nope.
So.
That's what he gets. And we're done with it. We're done with infantry.
We are done with infantry.
That's a lot of infantry.
It was quite a lot of infantry. We're on to the cavalry now.
Yeah, we're on to cavalry now, which is they're okay.
Yeah, starting off with some core cav, the Illyrian Reavers. They are weapon skill, ballistic skill 4, strength toughness 3, 1 wound, initiative 4, 1 attack, leadership 8 for 16 points. Their Harbinger, which is their champion, is an extra ballistic skill and an extra attack. That's nice. And they're on Elven Steed, so movement 9 and 1 strength 3 attack. The Reavers themselves, units of 5+, light cav, 30 by 60 bases. They come with hand weapons, cavalry spears and light armour. And the Elven Steeds come with hooves, counts as hand weapons. The entire unit can take short bows for 2 points, or they can replace their spears with short bows for 1 point. I'd just take the short bows in addition to their spears. Full command is 8 points for the Harbinger. That seems quite expensive. 6 points for a standard and musician. That seems very expensive. Standard. Went a bit Sean Connery there. The Harbinger can take up to 25 points magic items. 0 to 1 unit in the army. Per 1,000 points can have scouts for 2 points a model, skirmishers for 1 point a model, and can purchase a magic standard up to 25 points. They come with elven reflexes, fast cavalry, open order, swift stride, and valor of ages.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they're not. I feel like that's a lot of what we're doing at the moment. Is with the highlanders. Yeah.
I think Reaver's good. Would I pay for any of their 0 to 1 per 1,000 upgrades?
Scouts maybe.
Maybe Scout.
Scout's probably the only one I'd look
because they don't have Vanguard. Maybe I'd pay for Scout.
I won't go skirmishers because I would probably still use these guys as what they were always meant to do, which is chaff.
Yeah, an open order fast cav combination is very good. You can march up and then do your free pivot.
Yeah.
I like that.
I'd probably stick around. I would not bother with skirmishers.
I wouldn't bother with any of their command either. I think it's way too expensive.
The standard's pretty much useless these days. The musician to rally if you're fleeing.
Maybe, but I mean you're a high leadership anyway. You could well have a character around that's got pure heart honour, which we'll get onto, which means you can use their leadership within their command range anyway. Yeah. I probably wouldn't bother. Personally, I'd probably save the points.
Just the only points we're looking to spend on is taking the short bows. You guys say the short bows.
Yeah. So these are 18 points model.
Yeah, and then
maybe 17 if you need to save the points.
If you want to have scouts.
Yeah.
That's if you've got the points for it.
They are 20 points a model at that point.
They are, which is pricey.
Quite expensive.
100 points per unit for 5.
Yeah. I wouldn't take them bigger than that. I would just take 5.
Unless you want to take the rear bus.
I mean,
we've seen it once before. That was back in the 8th edition, but we've seen it once before.
You could. I wouldn't, but you could.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't. Illyrian Reavers,
I think they're alright.
They're alright. They're cool. So
which helps.
you can have your
You've got to spend the points somewhere.
You can have your entire quarters full of Reavers if you
Yeah.
want to, which ain't a bad shout.
No, could work.
Yeah. Moving on to, I think, unless you've got anything else to say about Reavers.
No.
They're just, okay.
Yeah.
Silverhelms are next. This is your other core cavalry choice. They obstacle 4, strength 3, toughness 3, 1 wound, initiative 5, 1 attack, initiative 5.
Yeah. I've just noticed that. Very good.
1 attack, leadership 8, 23 points of model.
They're going before Swordmasters if they charge.
One of the only units that does go before Swordmasters.
Why is initiative 5? Where did that come from?
No idea.
Mad.
Maybe they're the Maybe they're the counter.
Maybe.
They're the counter to the Swordmaster.
Yeah.
The High Helm. What's a silly name? Is the exact same stat line apart from 1 additional attack.
Yeah.
For 6 additional points, and they come on the Bard Elven Steeds, which is the movement 8 version. You have a heavy cavalry, but unit size of 5+, where most heavy cavalry unit usually come with 4+. Chosen and Chaos Knights do.
No, none of the Bretonians.
Are they not?
No, well, none of the core Bretonians. Ground Knights are 3.
But you refuse to
because of the lance.
But
I'm not taking the Ground Knight. But yeah, core. I think core heavy cav is still 5.
Chaos Knights are. They're
Oh,
4. They're
okay,
4.
fair enough.
They come with hand weapons, lances, heavy armour. The Bardy Elven Steed has hooves and barding, surprisingly. The entire unit may take shields for 1 point, which you're going to do.
Yeah, I definitely would.
The command options are 6 points per model. You may take a magic stand up to 25 points, and the High Helm may take 25 points of magic items. They have Close Order, Elven Reflexes, First Charge, Iphamar Barding, Swift Stride, and Valor of Ages. Yeah, they seem good.
They're okay. They're not bad. I probably would go with the command. I might not bother with a musician, but I'd probably go with the champion and the standard.
First Charge is good, just to get rid of the...
First Charge is very good.
If you remember it. I've yet to see anyone actually remember that rule.
It very rarely comes up because often you end up charging like a lone model or like a small unit that doesn't have ranks anyway first, because that's what comes at you first.
I've only ever remembered it once when I was playing, at the TSN event, I was playing the Vampire Counts player, and they had no chaffs on my Chaos Knights went into a 50 strong unit of Skeleton Warriors.
And just went, no ranks for you.
I've got 3 ranks of Horde. Like,
No.
You got no ranks. Didn't work out, they crawl that much. But no, cool. This ship 5 is insane. I don't know why it's Ship 5.
Yeah, that feels like it's definitely gone up from what it was. I mean, it was always Strike's first last edition, so
they just see.
24 points because you're always going to buy the shield.
Yeah, I'll probably take. I wouldn't bother with any magic items on bad banner. Maybe a banner. Depending on what banner you're going for.
Yeah, maybe a banner.
I wouldn't bother with the magic items on High Helm.
Probably not.
And it said.
I do think, to be fair though, I do think Magic Res 1, just sprinkling that across champions, across your army, is not bad.
No, it's not.
For 20 points.
If my barding, which means I'm going to be running into trees.
Yep, rerolling. It also means if they're a wizard, they can cast spells while wearing armour.
The horse. What magical horse. Close Order, Elven Reflexes. Yes, initiative 8 on the charge is insane.
Initiative 9 on the charge.
Initiative 9 on the charge. Mad.
That's so good.
Mad. I don't know why it's so high.
Gee,
they're always going to say they're always going to same speed as a strike's first
prince.
As a strike's first character.
That's crazy. But no, they seem solid. They're your solid core cavalry.
Yeah, which core cavalry is never going to be as good as special cavalry, as we're about to move into.
Yes, we are with the Dragon Princes.
And this is some of the creme de la creme of heavy cavalry.
These are, very good heavy cav. Web skill 5, ability skill 4, strength toughness 3, that lets them down. 1 wound, initiative 5, 2 attacks, leadership 9, 37 points model. They are not cheap.
No.
Their Drake Master, which is their unit champ, gets an extra attack. So he's got 3 attacks for 7 points, and they are on the Barded Elven Steed to the movement 8 version. Heavy cav again, unit size 5 again. Hand weapons, lances, full plate armour and shields, and then hooves and barding for the horse.
Coming with full plate armour is really good.
And the shields, not having to pay for the shields like the Silverhelms do, that's nice. Full command is 7 points each, 50 points of magic banner, 50 points of magic items on the Drake Master. They have got Close Order, Counter Charge, which I think is the big one, Dragon Armour, Drilled, which is also very good, Elven Reflexes, First Charge, Impetuous, which obviously massively lets them down, Ithilmar Barding, Ithilmar Weapons, Sons of Caledor, Swift Stride, and Valor of Ages. A unit with this special rule can only be joined by, this is the Sons of Caledor, a unit with this special rule can only be joined by your army's general, or by a character with the Blood of Caledor Elven Honour. So, almost gone are the days of chucking your wizard in Dragon Prince block.
Unless
They can take
unless they
Blood of
take
Keldor,
Blood of Keldor.
but they have to take Blood of Keldor to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which they have to take Bard Elven Steed.
So it feels like if you take it, you're going in Dragon Prince.
Yeah. Overall, the unit's incredible. As I said, the only thing that's down is Impetuous.
I think they're too many points with Impetuous. They're very, very good, don't get me wrong, but
Counter charge is solid. Coming with drilled is
really good.
yeah. But they don't have veteran.
They don't have veteran. They can't get veteran, which is odd. They do have Valor of Ages though, which is nice.
First charge, counter charge.
If on my barding, reroll those dangerous terrain tests.
Not running into trees. If my weapons in your second round of combat, if you haven't devastated a unit that you've charged.
Yeah.
Which
sure.
you should kill.
You should do, and if you're in protracted combat, you're probably going to die.
The only thing I think you said as well, which is a big shame for them, is they're only strength 3.
Yeah.
Which is what they've always been. They've always been strength 3.
And
your characters are strength 4.
Yeah.
But I think maybe making the Drake Master strength 4.
Yeah, that could be nice.
It might have been alright.
Yeah, that could be nice.
But no, the unit is good. It's just, as you said, for the points you're paying, Impetuous is awful.
Yeah, I mean, they are 1 point less than a Ground Knight. They have better armour. They don't have the ward save, obviously. They are 1 less strength.
And 1 less weapon skill.
They are 1 less weapon skill. They are 1 less... No, same attacks. Same leadership. They've got drilled. They've got Elven reflexes. So they're effectively quicker in that first round of combat. With the Ethereal weapons. I just don't think Impetuous is really factored into their points cost, personally.
No. Again, Impetuous,
really don't.
it doesn't... I don't know why I have Impetuous.
Yeah, like I was saying earlier with the Dragon Mage, the rule doesn't really fit what it's trying to represent for me.
I know that the Dragon Princes are arrogant and all that sort of thing. They always want to get the glory.
Yeah.
But they're clever enough to not charge when they don't have to charge.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think we see it in one of the battle reports which we've done on our channel, in which we've had the Dragon Princes, and it failed an Impetuous test. And it charged off somewhere where it didn't have to go, or went into the combat.
I think it charged into, was it the Dwarf game? It charged into the Longbeards and just got...
it charged into a unit it did not want to charge.
It was never going to be.
No.
It's like 30 Longbeards, a king and a thing.
Yeah, it was like, why are you charging?
Why are my 7 Dragon Princes charging into that?
I don't know, those 7 Dragon Princes are going to hurt.
Yeah.
But it's not going to win the combat. It's not going to win the combat. The Impetuous just means that there is a chance you just lose the game because of it.
Yeah, it's a chance you just lose their points, for sure, which, when you're paying nearly 40 points a model for them, that's a lot to lose.
And you're probably going to be taking 7.
Yeah.
So you're looking at close, 300 points?
Yeah, ish. 280 plus a bit of command.
And you're probably going to be stacking up on the banners and possibly the magic item.
Yeah, potentially.
You're probably going to be buying the 50 points magic item as well. The Dragon Princes, they're good.
They're really good.
They're just that, it's damn Impetuous.
Yeah.
Impetuous is just a big thing there.
Yeah, it's a real shame.
Oh.
And the fact is, half the time, I think the odds of it happening are too high for this sort of unit. It's all just a real shame for me, Impetuous.
Yeah, I like to take them. You can work around it. You can take them. You can try and work around with like Grey Eagles and stuff like that.
Yeah.
To try and curb their enthusiasm, as you will.
Shadow Warriors, stuff like that.
Other sitcoms are available.
Although, actually, no, it's significantly harder to do that with the FAQ now that says if you have drilled and Impetuous and could drill into a position where you could charge, you have to use it. So actually, it's not impossible, but it is much harder to do.
Harder to do.
You can't just tag an eagle over like the corner.
You can't just
You have to go much more to the centre.
It's like go centre of the unit itself.
Yeah. And not impossible, but harder.
Yeah,
for sure.
So Dragon Prince is really good. You just really got to work with them, and they've got to work with you.
Yes.
Moving on then, we're going to our that's Catholic for Cavalry.
That is Cav. We're on to Chariots.
Only 3 Cavalry units. Oh wow. Tyrannok Chariots then. So yeah, the first of the Chariots, Tyrannok. They are strength 5, toughness 4 with 4 wounds model with 75 points. They come with 2 Tyrannok Charioteers who are skill 4, skill 4, strength 3, initiative 4, 1 attack, initiative 8, and 2 regular Elven Steeds.
Yeah, movement 9.
Movement 9 Chariots. They are unit size 1 to 4.
Yeah.
So there's a unit Chariots. They have 5 armor save.
I think they're only 1 to 3.
I think they were 1 to 3 now. Yeah. You never saw them anyway. No. The Charioteers themselves have hand weapons, cavalry spears, and longbows.
Yeah.
Nice set of longbows. They have hooves, for the Elven Steeds. They come with Elven Reflexes, Impact 6, D6.
That is a lot of impact.
Yeah, for a light chariot as well.
Yeah.
They are light chariots. Open order, quick shots, which is march and shoot.
No, which is what quick fire used to be. You can always stand and shoot, and you don't suffer the penalty.
Sorry, move and fire is march and shoot.
Yeah.
Sorry. They Swift Strike and Valor of Ages.
Mm.
These seem really good for 75 points model. Then you see the impact hits have no AP.
Yeah. A lot of them, though, to be fair.
You do get a lot of them. You do pump out.
Normally, regular or light chariots, have like D3, maybe D3 plus 1.
The unit that comes to mind is Scalar Chariots.
Yeah, Tinking's Chariots.
These are these are 40 more points than a Scalar Chariot.
Yeah, they are stronger.
They're stronger. They have more impact
quicker.
hits. They're quicker.
Couple of shots.
Couple of shots with shield.
Oh, actually no, the Tinking one's got that as well, hasn't it? Yeah, I think they're okay.
I just think the lack of AP on the impact hits does hamper them.
I would, if I'm going to take these now, I'd take them in a unit and just hit stuff with like 3d6 strength 5 impact hits and go, you're going to fail some saves.
I think you're looking at these guys on the flank just to try and crumble a flank out, sort of thing.
Almost like people you're using Tinking Chariots at the moment. 3s, maybe 4s, probably 3s.
Yeah.
On a flank, like you say,
Try and crumble
potentially into the flank of a unit.
I think it's better with the Tunking ones because they said they are 40 points cheaper than these guys.
They are, and they're also core.
This is a lot of points for a unit.
It is, that would be sort of 225 points for 3 of them, which is a lot.
You only got 5 harm save. You got 4 wounds, but toughness 4 or 5 harm save.
Yeah, it's not amazing.
No. They're decent.
Yeah.
They're just... Yeah, maybe. Lion Chariots, I'll quickly go over through these ones now. Exact same, strength 5 times 4 wounds. I would have expected them to be a bit tougher, but that's beside the point. 125 points, they're 50 more points than a Tyrannoc Chariots.
Yeah.
They come with 2 Lion Charioteers, so these are just white lions.
Basically.
Weapon skill 5, Weapon skill 4, strength 4, initiative 4, 1 attack, each bait. And they come with 2 War Lions, which is movement 8, Weapon skill 5, strength 4, initiative 4, 2 attacks a model.
I think they've lost a point of strength.
They lost a point of strength.
Yeah, used to be strength 5.
This is a heavy chariot.
Which automatically helps it.
Yep. It is only unit size 1 though, you can't take units of Lion Chariot.
That's fine.
The Lion Charioteers, they come with hand weapons and Tracian Great Blades. The War Lions have claws and fangs. Special rules wise, they are close order, Elven Reflexes, Fear, Burst Charge, quite good. Impact hits D6, Lion Cloak, Stubborn, Valor of Ages.
Yeah, so Elven Reflexes obviously doesn't affect mounts. But when you buy the chariot on its own, the chariot, and therefore every part of it, has Elven Reflexes. Yeah. So those War Lions actually initiative 5, first round of combat.
Yes.
Initiative 8 on the charge.
That Elven Reflex is just specified Lion Charioteers only.
It should, yes. But it does not.
It does not. So
same for the Tyrannoc Chariot. Those Elven Steeds are the quickest Elven Steeds in the army.
5.
Yeah.
Wow. The Lion Chariot, right, it's good. Heavy Chariot's good.
Yep.
I don't think there's enough impact hits for a singular chariot.
Okay.
So a lot of singular heavy chariots have at least D6 plus 1. The Razor Claw has D6 plus 2.
Yeah, I mean, that's mad.
The Tuskor Chariot, the core one, is D6 plus 1.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of other heavy chariots.
I think the War Altar is D6 plus 1.
Maybe.
We have to try and find it.
Yeah.
The War Altar has D6 plus 1.
Maybe.
I think it's missing an additional 1 impact.
I could see it getting 1 more than a Tyrannoc Chariot.
Yep.
I think that would be reasonable.
It has a 3-up arm save against shooting.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's very good.
That is a good amount of shit.
It is only toughness 4, like you said. Would be nice if it was toughness 5.
Yep.
But
I just think it doesn't feel heavy. The 80 it has D6 strength 5 minus 2 impact hits, which does feel heavy. The actual profile toughness 4 wounds doesn't feel that heavy.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Which I have the same sort of thing for a Tuskor Chariot. It's the exact same, strength 5 times 4 wounds.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. 4-up arm save is decent, 3-up arm save. Character mounts, a Tyrannoc or Lion Chariot may also be included in your army as a character mount.
Yeah.
If so, points are added to that as a rider.
Yeah.
So this is probably where it works out, where having a 7 wound, 3-up arm save Lion Chariot Wizard. That's really good.
That is really good.
At that point, your War Lions forget that they are Elven Reflex though.
Well, no, because they still have Elven Reflexes from themselves.
Yeah,
so while they don't benefit from the character's Elven Reflexes, because that doesn't affect the mount itself, the chariot, still has Elven Reflexes.
Yeah, fair. So sorry, don't forget that. They don't forget that.
I don't think they do. But I think what it should have said is Lion Charioteer, right?
Yes, that's what it should have said. The Chariots, they seem decent.
I think they're okay.
The Tyrannosaurus Chariots, again, decent impact. They get a lot of impact hits, not a lot of AP.
Yeah.
But it does work out that sort of
That's the thing, I think you either need to take like 3 of them and then go 3d6 strength 5 impact hits, you're going to fail some saves. But they have to do something at that point.
Yeah.
225 points, that's probably over 1/10 of your arm.
And if you roll bad on your impact hits, you've wasted 200 points on it.
Yeah.
The Lion Chariot, you can fire and forget.
Yeah, it's a better grindy sort of chariot with the strength 6 on
Minus
the charioteers.
3.
Yeah.
The War Lions having no AP at all, even Armbane.
Yeah.
It's a lion.
Armorbane would have been nice, I think.
Armbane 1 or 2. 2 at a push, 1 at least.
Yeah, I think
it's a lion!
It causes fear, the chariot, the lion chariot.
First charge, so you do...
Yeah, that is good.
I'll probably send it in with a monster, just get some rate bonuses.
Could do.
Yeah?
Yeah, could do.
But no, the Chariots, they seem okay.
Mm.
Again, we're saying that word a lot. Okay.
Yeah.
It seems okay.
I think you've got to really... What I'm seeing with these high elves, going through the book now, and what I've seen with them, playing against them, you've really got to work to get the most out of them.
They're not sort of the...
They're not a plug and play.
They're not a click and shoot sort of thing.
No. They're really not.
You have to actually think about what you're doing.
Yeah, I think that they absolutely can do it, and they
units,
can do everything any other
apart from some units, the units themselves don't work by themselves, they have to work as part of a whole.
Yeah.
Which is good, it's a synergistic army.
Yeah, which I like.
Yeah.
I like the idea of you've just got to work a bit harder maybe than other armies to get that synergy to work.
Sorry, we have one more chariot to go over.
We do, the flying chariot, the long sky cutter that when I played it moved 2 the entire game. Because I kept 2 in my Falcon Horn of Fremen. So this is, the sky cutter itself is strength 5, toughness 4, 4 wounds, same as all the other chariots, 90 points.
Okay.
It's got 3 Sea Guard crew, that are weapon skill, ballistic skill 4, strength 3, initiative 4, 1 attack, leadership 8, and it's got a poor man's eagle, a swift feather rock, which is weapon skill 5, strength 4, initiative 4, 2 attacks. I say that, I think that's exactly the same as an eagle. It might be 1 less attack. It is 1 less attack. It's a poor man's eagle. It's a heavy chariot, it's on a 60 by 100 mil base. The other chariots are both on 50 by 100.
They are both 50, yeah.
4 plus armour. The Sea Guard crew have got hand weapons, cavalry spears and short bows. The Swift Feather Rock has just got its claws, which are user strength AP2. You can take an Eagle Eye Bolt Thrower for 25 points, which is 20 points range, strength 5, minus 3 AP, cumbersome, multiple wounds D3.
It's not ponderous though.
No.
So you can't stand and shoot with this, but you're only suffering -1 just moving and shoot with it.
Yep.
Which isn't bad.
No, it's not bad. It's close order, it causes fear, it flies 10. It's got elven reflexes, specifically
But these ones are
for the
specific.
Sea Guard crew only.
That poor man's eagle isn't getting elven reflex.
No, he is not. Impact hits D3 plus 1.
Makes sense, it is a flying boat.
Yeah. Swift Stride and Valor of Ages. It is not a large target, despite the fact it flies. And it can be included in your army as a character's mount, and if so, the points are added to that character.
We have seen someone use this as a mount for a prince.
Yes.
And it did well.
Yeah, I think it not being a large target is only a benefit to it.
You lose out on the 18-inch bowl with Spire Presence.
If your general's on it, yeah.
If
I
your
wouldn't
general's
put
on
my general on it, personally.
The only thing, you might want a large target if you take the Eagle Claw Butterfly, Eagle Eye Butterfly.
But you can still see other large targets, remember?
Yeah, which the D3 wounds does work against.
It's sort of what you're probably going to want to shoot.
Yeah, that's fair. 24 inch range for the bolt thrower is hampering.
Yeah, but you can fly 10.
You do fly 10.
You know, 34 inch potential range there.
You deploy
I think
12.
they're not bad. Yeah, I think they're not bad.
I think they're better than what they used to be.
Yeah.
A little bit.
They've lost the ward save that they used to give characters, a sort of dodge save.
Yeah, the 4 ward save. I think the character gave this a 4 ward save.
Oh, yeah, it might be that way around.
Yeah.
But when the character was on it,
he got
a 4 ward save.
It's got -2 on all its impact hits, which is decent.
Yeah.
Really good. It's only got D3 plus 1, but anything's better.
Yeah, for 90 points, I think it's reasonably cheap. 4 up armor saves, not bad. It's not great. Toughness 4, again, not great. Only 4 wounds.
Seems to be a lot of the chariots that are just strength 5 times 4 wounds.
Yeah, I'm wondering if that's maybe to stop, like, you putting a character on it and suddenly having a toughness 5 mage, for instance.
Yeah, you get a toughness 4 mage at this point.
Yeah, which is much more dealable with than a toughness than what should be a toughness 3 mage becoming toughness 5 with, 7 wounds or something. 8 wounds. It's not bad though. I reasonably like them. I think it's quite good as a wizard mount, personally.
I like it as a chariot. I like it as the prince mount, but that's just because it's funny. So now it's down.
Now we're down for chariots.
Now chariots. And now we're going to move into the monsters, and we're going to start with the Griffin. So the Griffin is movement 6, weapon skill 5, strength 5. It gives you 2 additional toughness, which is pretty decent.
Yeah, makes toughness 5.
3 additional wounds, initiative 5, 4 attacks, 130 points.
This is exactly the same
As a hippogriff.
As in, it gives you 1 more toughness, but you start out as 1 less toughness. So the equivalent is toughness 5. So
it's
you're
better
exactly
than the Manicore, because the Manicore gives you no toughness.
You only toughness 4 on a Manicore.
Yeah. Well, if you're wizard. If you're a Chaos Lord, toughness 5.
Yeah.
The Manicore gives you 1 more wound.
Okay.
Yeah.
Same points?
I cannot remember the life points.
Fair enough.
He's a monster creature, so no AP on his stomps.
No.
It's on a 50 by 50, so it's quite a small base size.
Yeah.
Comes with Wicked Claws, Serrated Maw, and Griffonic Pelt, which counts heavy armour.
Yep.
He's Close Order, Flying 9, Large Target, Stomp Attacks D3, Swift Stride, and Terror. Wicked Claws are Strength User AP -2. Serrated Maw is Strength User no AP, Arm Bane 2, Mod Wounds 2. And you must make one of his attacks each turn with his weapon.
It is identical to a hippogriff. It's got the same
we've seen
attack,
this
same
profile
weapons.
for this monster so many times across so many armies.
The Empire Griffin's the same, isn't it?
Empire Griffin's the same, the Hippogriff's the same,
Yeah.
Manicore's very similar.
Yeah.
It just seems this is a sort of a copy and paste job for a lot of mid-sized monstrous
Yeah,
mounts.
I mean, I can understand Griffins in Empire and Griffins for the High Elves being the same. They are the same animal. I would have liked a Hippogriff to be a little bit different. I don't know how they could have done that, but I would have liked it to be a little... To be fair, the Hippogriff's got counter charge.
Yeah.
But you could argue that's the dude on top giving it counter charge. Yeah.
Maybe. And a Griffin might only be including your army as a character's mount. Its points are added to that as rider. Again, as I just said, we spoke about this profile and this sort of monstrous creature so many times. They're good.
They're solid.
They're mid-level monsters.
Yeah.
If you don't have the points for the next option, which Scott's going to talk about in a second.
I am.
These are decent. Like if you wanted to get, say, a prince and a wizard in your army, both monsters, for the cheap, you can do these ones rather than spending X amount of points on dragons.
Yeah, or you can go prince and a noble on a griffin and a wizard, say on foot, which I've played before. Pretty solid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All good options there. Griffin, it's good. It's got AP and attacks.
Yeah.
It gives you wounds. It gives you toughness.
Makes toughness 5, which is really nice.
I don't know. It's cheap enough. It's cheap as well.
Yeah, I think it's just about cheap enough. Just about.
But then we're going to move on to...
Moving on to dragons.
Well, what everyone's here to listen to, realistically.
The 3 dragons of Ulthuan.
Yeah, you're spoiled for choice in dragons.
Yeah. We have a sun dragon, which is movement 6, weapon skill 5, strength 5, +2 toughness, +4 wounds, initiative 4, 4 attacks for 180 points. A moon dragon, which is the same movement, it is weapon skill 6, strength 6, gives you +2 toughness, +5 wounds, initiative 3, but 5 attacks for 235 points. And we have a star dragon, again movement 6, weapon skill 7, strength 7, gives you 3 toughness, 6 wounds, initiative 2, 6 attacks for 290 points. So if we take the star dragon, you are going to be toughness 6 with 9 wounds on a prince.
Which is the tippy top.
Yes.
The only thing that beats out is the Chaos Lord.
Yes. They're all behemoths, they're all on 60 by 100 mil bases, they've all got wicked claws, they've all got dragon fire, they've all got draconic scales which count as full plate armour. Would have been nice to see different breath weapons on them.
Yes.
The sun dragon has got, well actually they've all got close order and fly 10, large target, swift stride and terror.
Yeah.
The sun dragon has got impetuous.
Why?
It's already the worst dragon. Why are you making it worse?
Yeah.
And it's got D6 stomps. The moon dragon has got D6 stomps. And the star dragon has got D6 +1 stomps. Their wicked claws are user strength AP2, dragon fire, which is their breath weapon, is strength 4 -1, flaming.
Right. Off the bat, Sun Dragon's the worst one, as you've said.
Yeah. For the points, toughness 5 isn't enough.
No, toughness 5. Impetuous just ruins it even further.
Yeah.
I don't know what they were thinking about making this impetuous.
Yeah.
I don't know why you put your character on it now.
Unless the honour makes you impetuous anyway. Which actually I think it does, it's Blood of Caledor.
No.
It does.
Yeah,
it does. So the dragon's impetuous makes no difference.
Okay.
If you're on a star dragon,
because the only way you can take a sun dragon is become a Blood of Caledor.
Yeah. Or if you're a dragon mage who has impetuous.
Yeah. And then the moon dragon, the moon dragon is just infinitely better.
The strength 6 is very good. The 5th attack is very nice. The weapon skill 6 is very good. You are still only toughness 5, which is a shame.
But you have
8 wounds. Yeah.
8 wounds at this point, which is a decent amount of wounds, and you can make yourself tough.
Mm.
You can make yourself tough at that point, and then you can still take dragon there. Blood of Kelador to give yourself dragon armor. I was going to say
You can.
So you can give yourself some armor to make yourself even more toughness.
You can.
If you want to go that route with your wizard.
For a wizard, yeah. It makes you impetuous though.
It does, but.
So,
yeah, maybe
I mean,
not.
we'll talk about the honours when we get into them, but I probably wouldn't bother.
And then the Star Dragon is the Star
On
Dragon.
a wizard. The Star Dragon is
He's the
standout.
The premier.
Yeah, the strength 7, the weapon skill 7 is very good.
Weapon skill 7 means that the majority of weapon skill 3 in the game is hitting on 5s.
Yeah, the additional toughness and the additional wound. The initiative 2 doesn't really matter. The 6 attacks is very good. The
additional
stomp at that strength 7. Yeah, it's just all good things really.
What comes down to it is that the Star Dragon is very good. The Rider is good. It's just a bit of a tax to get the Star Dragon.
Yeah, I think it can feel like that. I mean, you can absolutely tool that prince up to be a machine.
You can do that.
I think, however, you're better off tooling that prince up to survive.
Yes, to help your dragon survive.
As many saves and the best saves that
which
you
we'll
can.
go into, and you can easily get this guy turned to a 2 or 5 up.
Yes.
Yeah, I said I'm going to compare it. The character in the game that gives him the run for his money is the Chaos Lord.
Yeah.
The Chaos Lord and the Chaos Dragon, purely because he can get the exact same sort of thing. A toughness 6, 2 up, 5 up.
He's got an extra wound.
He's got the 10th wound, which is massive.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to pay for his 5 ward save.
No.
He comes from Chaos armor.
And he's stronger than the prince.
He's stronger than the prince base as well. The weapons he gets from the armored book are somewhat better. There is options for the prince in itself to get some good weapons as well. I think overall the Chaos Lord beats out the prince because of the extra wound.
Yeah.
And because he doesn't have to buy this one of the saves he has to buy.
Yeah. The prince is,
He's
outside
cheap.
of items, the prince is attacking first. With strikes first.
Yes, he's attacking first.
There's items that you can use to influence that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think they're reasonably comparable, to be fair.
They are reasonably well. I think they are fighting. They are the two fighting for the top spots. This and maybe the Dreadlord on Black Dragon.
Yeah, not forgetting
The Dreadlord on Black Dragon is also very good. I think the Black Dragon's a little bit worse than the Star Dragon.
Yeah, I think he's a moon dragon.
I think he's a moon dragon, whereas the Chaos Dragon is a Star Dragon.
Yeah.
That's why they're comparable to the two of them.
Yeah.
But I think there are other monsters out there that do compete for them. But the Prince or Star Dragon, you see one, you either got to do it or ignore it.
Yeah, or just stop it charging, basically, any way you can.
Stop it charging and just take out the rest of its army. But at that point, you're only getting, 1,500 points?
That's the thing. That's what I was saying. They're such a good denial unit as well. If you can't kill them, if you don't have the tools, if you've not got 4 cannons that, manage to get through its saves, you're really going to struggle to kill it.
Even you're only going to get 1,500 points from your opponent's army. And that's not including if your opponent doesn't actually kill some of your own stuff as well.
Yeah, exactly. That's not including whatever this Prince on Star Dragon kills.
Actually does
whatever the rest of their army does with their magic, their shooting. It's a tough game to win big against. Like in a 20-0 system, it's very hard, I think, to win big against Dragon High Elf.
In the win-loss draw, it's easier.
It's easier. Because if you can control that dragon, stop it charging things, which I think is the best
unless you have
outcome against the dragon.
Unless you have something to deal with it. Actually, specifically
and realistically, that is either like between 4 and 6 cannons, or
Monster Slayer, Dragon Slaying Sword.
Something with reliable Monster Slayer / multiple wins. And not a lot's got reliable Monster Slayer. Like Spectral Doppelganger with Monster Slayer, maybe. But you've got to hope he doesn't kill you first, then you roll as
But you've also got to look at stuff like the Tomb Scorpions and the Gorgons.
Yes, yeah.
The issue I have with that sort of thing, because this thing flies, it's so quick.
It just flies away.
It goes away. It's like, I'm not dealing with it. I'm going to deal with that thing over there. And that's why it's hard to control, because you can't pin it down.
Yeah.
You can't block its charging, because I'm going to fly over you.
Yeah.
The
Bretonnians do it well with the Stop You Flying.
The Falconer is.
But the Bretonnians don't have anything really to then actually deal with it. They don't have that thing that's got Monster Slayer on everything.
The Duke with Ogre Blade could pop a fight.
It's a real risk.
It's
because the dragon should just kill him.
Yes, yeah.
The Prince probably won't.
Even if you do make it fly on the ground with Falconer, It's still moving 6 with Swift Stride.
Yeah, it's not super slow.
The Swift Stride isn't tied into the fly.
No, it's not super slow. It does stop it hopping over things, which is
so you can chaff it with blocking the charges.
And or just stay out of its charge range, because it'll only have a 15-inch max declarable charge when it's on the floor with the Swift Stride. So, which is what I did when I played against the last one.
I think as we were just alluding, you have to either deal with it, have something to deal with it, or ignore it and control it as best as you can.
Yeah. And I think for most armies, the control is the way to go.
Yeah, but again, that is hard to do.
It is, and it's not guaranteed. You've got to pass either leadership tests or cast the spells and it not be dispelled, stuff like that. Get the spells in the first place, which is not always a guarantee.
What we're saying is that if you see one across the board, it's going to be a tough game.
Yeah, you're going to have to play pretty well to manage it.
Yeah. Moving on then.
Yeah, on to the first of the Phoenixes.
Yeah, the Flame Spy Phoenix. So Flame Spy Phoenix is movement 2. Boo. Why is it movement 2?
I have no idea why.
What?
That's ridiculous.
Weapon skill 5, blitz skill 0, strength 5, toughness 5, 5 wounds, initiative 4, 3 attacks.
Yeah, that is poor.
Leadership 7.
That is also very poor.
170 points.
Yeah, that's not great.
Monstrous creature. It's on a 50 by 100. It's unit size 1. It has wicked claws and blazing plumage.
Yeah.
Counts as heavy armor. I don't know how fiery feathers counts as heavy armor, but we'll live and learn.
Yeah.
It comes with Blessing of Assyrian, Close Order, Fear, Flame Attacks, Fly 10, From the Ashes, Large Target, Stomp Attacks 2.
So bad.
Swift Stride, Wake of Fire. So, From the Ashes. When a Flame Spy Phoenix loses last wound, roll d6 before removing the model from play. On a 1 or 2, the Phoenix crumbles into cold ashes as a roof of play. Big sad. On a 3 to 5, the Phoenix explodes into flame. Every enemy unit in base contact with it suffers d6 strength 3 hits. With an AP of -1 and flame attack special roll. Once these hits are resolved, the model is removed from play.
Yeah.
I'll talk about this in a second.
Yeah.
On a roll of 6, the Phoenix and its rider, should it have one, are briefly consumed in a ball of flames and immediately reborn, recovering d3 wounds. It's not enough wounds. To get a 1 in 6 chance is not enough wounds back. And what we'll say is that when it dies, it used to be you put a counter, and the counter got removed on a level 1 or 1 or a 2.
Yeah, and then you kept
on
rolling.
A 3 to 5, it did the exploding,
and then you rolled again next turn.
It was like exploding every 6 inches.
Yeah.
But then the counter stayed there. And you roll again next turn. The fact you only get to keep back now on a 6, that's awful.
Yeah, it's not great.
The D6 strength 3 hits with -1 ain't great.
No.
D6 is a good amount of hits, but strength 3.
It's okay. It's not amazing.
It
though.
has
if it gets shot off, it does nothing.
Yeah, it has AP, which I will say a lot of these rules like this don't have AP.
Yeah.
The roll of a 6, the amount of wounds you get back is just not worth it. Like, say you die to the first shoot of the game, or the first shoot of the round.
It's immediate as well.
I'm going to come back with 1 wound. That's cool, I'm going to do it again. You do get to keep doing From the Ashes. It's not just a
it's
one.
Not the first time it dies.
No.
But it's going to be very, very fortunate if you just keep rolling those 6s.
Yeah, they're From the Ashes. Right, moving on. We'll talk about it. We'll go on in a second. Wake of Fire. This model may perform a Wake of Fire attack against a single enemy unit that is not engaged in combat. To do so, this model must move, by flying, over the unit it wishes to attack during the remaining move subphase. Once this model's movement is complete, the enemy unit suffers D6 strength 4 hits, each with an AP of -1 and flame attacks.
Okay.
Is it worse than what it used to be? It used to be D6 hits and additional. I think it used to be D6 hits and additional D3 hits per rank, or it just used to be D3 hits per rank that your opponent has in the unit.
To be honest, I don't think this is bad. The way.
No, the units.
I think you're paying 170 point tax for the model to get it, but I think the rule itself is not bad.
Units are smaller, so Wake of Fire has more of an impact these days.
Yeah, it's strength 4, which is a decent strength. It's AP 1, which is nice. It's flaming, which is a bit of Brucey. I think that's all right.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Weird Claws, Strength Fusers, AP -2, standard across everything.
It's got AP 2, that's nice.
Everything else with 3 attacks.
Yeah, I mean, the attacks is poor.
The stat line is...
The stat line is not great. It's actually 5, which is quite good. Initiative 4 is reasonably fast. Strength 5, Toughness 5, nice. 3 attacks really, and the Leadership 7 really let it down. Massively so.
It may be taken as a mount for a character in your army. This little box here is what should have been had on the Cameron War Sphinx for Tomb Kings.
Probably, yeah.
Rather than having what it has
as a chariot.
But doesn't count.
But, yeah.
Anyway, as a mount, it is the exact same profile, except that it is strength but it's +2 toughness and +3 wounds to the rider.
Yeah.
Same points though. So your toughness 6, your toughness
only
5.
gives you 3 wins. Oh, okay.
Toughness 5 with 6 wounds.
Yeah.
It's not awful.
No, I don't know why it only gives you 3 wins.
Because obviously you only become a mount once you beat it down 2 wounds.
Yeah, apparently so. Because other mounts give you their wounds effectively. Like a Star Dragon is going to be 6 wins. You
it used to be
probably 6 wins.
You add 6 wounds.
A Moon Dragon was 5, a Sun Dragon was 4.
I think so.
I think. Well, they might have each had 1. It might have been 5, 6, 7.
Yeah.
Might have been that.
But
But
no, it was 5, 6, 7.
Yeah.
Because Star Dragon had 6 stacks, 7 wounds.
yeah. So at least give the Flamespire Phoenix +4 wounds. So you say it loses 1 wound weirdly by having a character do it. Like everything else. Don't know why that's been super hit. And only given
Everything
you 3
about
extra
this just seems... Wake of Fire seems okay.
ones. Yeah, Wake of Fire seems alright.
Stomp 2 is awful.
With no AP, terrible.
No
I wouldn't
AP.
pay the 170 points to get Wake of Fire though.
No, I would not. But
Or
it's
5 at ward against Flame.
Firewall against by Flaming. It has fear. It has flame attacks.
Yeah. No, poor.
Does it?
It does have flame attacks.
It doesn't have terror.
It does not have terror.
The massive flaming bird does not cause terror.
No, I don't know what you're on about. That wouldn't be scary at all.
Do you want to talk about the big disappointment of this entire book, though?
It's not a disappointment for me because I don't play High Elves.
No, but no. For us, this is quite enough reprieve
Yeah,
from
yeah.
the horror of what it used to be.
Yeah.
But for High Elves, this is
A big letdown.
these are. What is it?
So the Frostheart Phoenix, movement 2, like the other Phoenix. Weapon skill 6.
He's kept the weapon skill.
Strength and toughness 6.
Kept strength toughness.
5 wounds.
Kept the wounds.
Not bad. Initiative 3.
Kept the initiative.
4 attacks.
Kept the attacks.
Kept the same attacks. Leadership 8, so it gains a leadership over the Flame Spire as well.
Mhm.
205 points. It's a monstrous creature on a 50 by 100. It's got Wicked Claws and Frozen Plumage. Counts as full plate armour. So it's got better armour.
Frozen
And better armour
feathers.
than it had as well.
Frozen feathers are harder.
Yes, they are. It's got Blizzard Aura, it's got Close Order, Fiat, Fly 9, so slightly slower. Large Target, Stomp Attacks 2, and Swift Stride. Flame Spire have Swift Stride?
Yeah.
I did, okay. Blizzard Aura. Whilst in base contact with this model, enemy models become subject to the Strike Last special rule. Wicked Claws, Strength User, AP2. Yeah, so compared to what it used to be, I know some people don't like us comparing to what stuff used to be.
But you can't help but compare it.
Yeah, I think you can't help but compare it. It was very, very good. Arguably too good.
It's gone down 35 points.
It has gone down 35 points. It used to be, it gives the whole unit strikes last and minus 1 strength.
Strength, yeah.
Now that it's only models,
Base
gain
contact.
strike last, you're probably going to get, what are you, 50 mil wide? 4 models? 5 max?
Yeah.
No, 4 max. Yeah, 4 maximum.
Yeah.
25 mil bases. Woo. I'll just attack you with my guys that are, in the rest of my rank.
Because you only have 4 attacks.
Yeah.
Your stomps aren't doing enough.
No.
Your stomps have no AP.
No.
That strength 6 is decent.
Mm-hmm.
It's just...
You can take it as a mount. It does give you +3 toughness and +3 wounds. Again, you lose 2 wounds somewhere.
It's 205 points again.
Yeah, for 205 points. The Web Seal 6 is very good. The Strength 6 is really nice. It's just very underwhelming in terms of output, and it's underwhelming in terms of its aura ability.
85 points extra, you get Star Dragon. I mean, for 30 points, you get a Moon Dragon.
Yeah, which I would argue is good enough. Same weapon skill, same strength. You lose out on a toughness, but you gain 2 wounds, and you gain an attack.
And you gain a lot more stomps
with AP. You get the same armour, you've got Dragon Fire rather than Blizzard Aura, yeah, so much
You get
better.
terror.
You get terror, yeah.
I mean,
You fly further.
I knew the Frost Dart needed a bringing down.
Yeah.
But I don't think it needed that much of it.
No, probably
Movement
not.
2, I don't know why it's movement 2.
Yeah, I don't really. I think all birds are movement 2, to be fair, because eagles are movement 2 as well.
Yeah, but have you seen a pigeon move? Pigeon moves quite fast on the ground. Exactly. Yeah, I'd say let's move at 4.
Could be an
Fast.
ostrich. Those things run at like 40 mile an hour.
Yeah, the fastest birds on the fastest birds. The fastest birds on the planet.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Frost Dart.
It's no ostrich.
It's no spring chicken.
No.
Put it that way.
No.
It's a big disappointment, and you probably won't see him anymore.
No.
I will be honest, you probably won't see him.
No.
Moving on to say you probably will see a lot of. I will say.
Yeah. I like these.
The Great Eagle, which is the last of the monsters.
Mm-hmm.
The Great Eagles. Movement 2, again, weapon skill 5, strength 4, toughness 4, 3 wounds, initiative 4, 3 attacks, leadership 6, 60 points. Monstrous creature. It comes with wicked claws and serrated maw. It's close order, fear, fly, stomp attacks, 1. Why even bother? Why?
It's nice.
Why
I hate it.
bother?
But that's what Stomp used to be, remember that?
Yeah, that's fair. Okay. Yeah.
That is the same Stomp as it always
But
had.
I had AP.
Yeah,
had
sort
AP.
of. It had AP1, didn't it, effectively?
Yeah. And Swift Stride. It comes with claws, so it has strength user -2.
Which I really like.
Which is good.
Yeah, I love that it comes with wicked claws.
Serrated Maw again, which is the exact same as the Griffin, which is strength user, no AP, armor bane 2, mob wounds 2. You have to take one of your attacks. And you may mount one of your characters on top of one of these things. It gives you +1 toughness, +1 wound for 60 points.
Yeah, probably wouldn't bother. If this was Monstrous Cavalry, I would. I maybe would for like a wizard or something.
Purely
or a noble.
Purely for the 360 archetype.
Yeah, maybe a noble. Just go in and charge some stuff.
I will say this is good because of the fact it's close order.
Yeah, you can still use them as your sort of standard redirector.
Yep, and the fact
Fly 10's very
Fly
good.
10. You don't get the all the movement shenanigans by being able to reform as much as you want.
No.
You have to follow the wall, the wheeling and everything like that.
Yeah.
But being closer and not being skirmish means that you can help prevent your units getting charged.
Yeah, you can use it as a conventional redirector.
Yeah, which I think a lot of people do look at these things and think, oh, okay, that's what we use them as.
Yeah,
But
that's what they're best for.
But you can still use them as like lone wizard hunters and lone war machine hunters.
Yeah,
absolutely. Strength 4, 3 attacks.
AP2.
AP2
really
is really good.
Weapon skill 5 is nice as well.
Even like going for like the last wound on say a monster.
Maybe.
Because initiative 7 on the charge.
Yeah.
And it's -2 to the save. Monsters aren't going to get a save at that point.
No.
And you're already 60 points. You're not exactly throwing away a lot of points.
No, they're not expensive at all. I think they're good going into like skirmishes and stuff. Little sort of light skirmish cav.
Yeah.
Not bad against them.
Don't feel like you've got to put yourself into the position where they're only being used to chaff up your opponent.
Yeah. No, they
So I think
have more uses.
I think a lot of people do fall into that sort of thing when it comes to chaff.
Yeah.
They do find themselves saying, I'm just going to chuck it in front of the unit and bring them charge. No, there are other uses.
Yeah, that's a really good point actually. Make sure you're actually getting something out of your eagle, even if you are just sort of sacrificing it. Don't throw it in turn 1 when they couldn't charge you anyway. You're just giving it away for free at that
Chaff, the whole thing with chaff is battlefield control. Battlefield that obviously does include the idea of preventing you from charging. But the thing you're like, oh, I get more battlefield control if I go this guy, and that wizard can't then move over here without being in danger.
Or I can close that war machine down.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Stuff like that.
Don't just sacrifice them. Like Grey Eagles for 60 points, they are good. You can get to take, what was it, 2 per 1,000
2
points?
per 1,000, I think it was, yeah.
So you get to take plenty.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, loads.
2 is enough. 3 maybe.
10 units? No, just 1. Okay, not bad.
3.
Yeah, I like the eagle.
Yes, and moving on to our last choice.
Yeah, the Eagle Claw Bolt Thrower. The only war machine for the High Elves, 80 points. It's toughness 6 with 2 wounds against shooting. And it's got 2 crew, 2 Seaguard crew.
2 Seaguard crew?
Yeah.
Not just regular crew?
Not regular, Seaguard crew. They come off boats.
These are the Marines.
They're move 5. They can pull that thing quick. Weapon skill, body skill 4, strength 3, toughness 3, 2 wounds on the crew, initiative 4, 2 attacks, which is oddly written out.
What?
Oh no, I suppose you lose 1 wound and an attack when you lose a crew, don't you? I'd have just written Seaguard crew times 2. Anyway, it's a bolt thrower. It's a repeater bolt thrower.
Ooh.
Which means you can fire obviously the single shot or D3 plus 3. Multiple shots D3 plus 3.
Ooh.
Which has got worse because it's now multiple shots, so you suffer the -1.
Yes.
Which is a shame.
Rather than shooting 6 individual shots.
Yeah.
In essence.
Yeah. Which is a shame. But 80 points, it's not bad. I think these are also 0 to 2 per 1,000.
0 to 2 per 1,000, take 4 in 2,000 points.
Which is not bad.
To be honest, the bolt throwers, they're not bad these days.
No, they're not terrible. Multiple wounds 2 on their big shot. Their kebab shot.
I think they ignore armour just straight up still.
I believe so with the kebab shot, yeah.
Yeah. So
3 and 3, pierce through ranks, not bad.
They're
okay.
80 points.
They've got elven reflexes, so the crew are initiative 5 on the charge.
I mean, for you to take, what was that, 320 points for 4? It's a lot of points for 4.
It is. I probably wouldn't take 4. I'd probably take 2.
2? 1 or 2 for certain.
I'd probably take 2.
But no, they're decent. They're better than some of the other war machines out there.
Yeah. The repeaterness helps against.
They're physical 4 as well. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. And that is it for units.
That is it for units.
We are done. We're going to move into the equivalent to chaos mutations and all that.
virtues
and all that sort of jazz.
Elven honours.
Elven honours themselves. So do you want to kick us off?
Yeah. So each honour can only be each character can only have one honour. That's what I meant to say. But you can choose the same honour more than once.
Which is the big difference for a lot of the other ones out there. It's like virtues and Cavalry Stage, you only take one per army.
Yes.
But these are
one per character. Your army can have
they're specialisations of your characters. This is how you make your characters into your guy.
Yeah.
Rather than being just generic Prince number 1.
Yeah.
Which I think I like the way they've done this.
Yeah.
I think they could in more.
Yeah.
Or maybe had more of an impact, maybe in what they actually do. Some of them do actually quite a big impact.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think they could have maybe been more. But maybe we'll see some Elven honours
in the journal. Yeah.
I feel like we probably won't know, because we didn't see any virtues for the Bretonians.
Maybe.
And that's sort of the equivalent.
Yeah.
So. But anyway, moving on with the first one. These are all relatively cheap as well. The most expensive is only 35 points.
Which is this one.
Points
Yeah.
order. Yeah, they are. Which is Lawmaster. So this is High Elf Lords only. So this is not your wizards, which sounds weird. A character with the Lawmaster Elven Honour cannot be mounted. They are a level 1 wizard and know one randomly generated spell from one of the following laws, which is Battle Magic, Elementalism, High Magic, or Illusion. They may be equipped with a Sword of Hoeth for no additional points. If they do, then they cannot take any additional non-magical weapons. They gain Ethilmar Armour, Lilia's Blessing, and Law of Saphery special rules. So it makes you into a Lawmaster of Hoeth. That's the idea of it.
Which one of the characters would be in?
Yeah. Which is like a Swordmaster combat character.
These are the librarians the Swordmasters look after.
Yeah, sort of.
Yeah, in essence, yeah. These are Jedi Knights.
Yes.
Or not exactly the Masters. These are Jedi Knights.
Probably a knight. Yeah, probably a knight.
It's okay. It's okay. 35 points is pricey, compared to the other ones.
Maybe you do get a Sword of Hoeth for 3, and you do become a wizard, which is 30 points for a wizard level.
It's only level 1 though.
Yeah,
my big issue is that level 1's not enough.
Yeah.
But if you can put yourself out there in which your opponent's out of range or what they just can't spell, then Battle Magic, Elementalism, High Magic, Illusion, they're all good laws.
Yeah, this is one for me where I'd look at the Sig, or I'd look at one of the
I'd look at Laura Saphery.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, not bad. Not bad at all.
So Laura Saphery is 8, 10, 11. Casting values.
Yeah.
It's not high.
The 8's on average.
Yeah.
Yeah, not bad. Not the best, I don't think, but
no.
Certainly not bad. Shadow Stalker is the next one for 20 points. A character with the Shadow Stalker Elven Honour cannot be mounted again. They may be equipped with a Bow of Avalon for no additional points. Ooh. If so, they may not take any additional non-magical weapons. They cannot have heavy armour or full plate. They gain Ambushes, Evasive, Fire and Flee, Move Through Cover, and Scout special rules. So this is like a weird sort of mixture of Shadow Warriors and Sisters of Avalon.
It's a hybridisation, realistically.
Yeah, which is a shame. I feel like they should have just made these two separate things.
Because those rules that you gain, they are the rules for mainly Shadow Warriors.
Yeah, except I know they've got Evasive on
there. Shadow Warriors?
I think. They don't have Fire and Flee?
Shadow Warriors have Evasive and they have Fire and Flee.
Oh, they do. So it's literally, you get the rules for Shadow Warriors with Ambush.
But you gain a Bow of Avalon.
But you randomly can gain a Bow of Avalon if you
I would have just said, just give them like the additional point of business skill.
Yeah.
Rather than
a longbow.
Rather than just mixing in the Bow of Avalon.
Yeah, it feels odd that they've randomly chucked the Bow of Avalon in there.
I don't
Possibly feels like an afterthought, don't know.
If you're putting your prints with Shadow Stalker, good on you. Sorry, I'm assuming you got a reason to do it. A noble, maybe. Maybe a noble.
Maybe
a wizard.
It could be a wizard, yeah.
Can be a wizard.
Yeah, it could be a wizard.
Yeah, you get good rules. The fact you can't have heavy or full plate
hurts the noble.
Hurts noble and hurts the prince. Maybe you would.
Maybe this is where, if you want an on-foot sort of skirmishing wizard, maybe this is how you do it.
It might be decent at wizard because you get an evasive. Means that you can then try and get yourself out of. If you're solo, means you can move as much as you want. So you do get the evasive like the full 5 inches going backwards.
Or if you're skirmishing in
skirmishing,
Shadow Warriors.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I think this might be looking at maybe on your wizard.
Yeah.
You get a free Bow of Avalon on your wizard as well, which they're not able to take.
No, yeah, fair.
Odd.
Anointed of Azurian.
Yes.
15 points. So this character may be mounted on a Flamespire Phoenix or a Frostheart Phoenix, but cannot choose any other mounts. So it's probably on foot. may be equipped with a ceremonial halberd for no additional points. If so, they cannot take any additional non-magical weapons. They gain Blessings of Azurian, Fear, and Witness to Destiny. And they replace Valor of Ages with Veteran.
Very good.
Yeah, solid.
I mean, I think it's a solid Elven Honor.
Mm-hmm.
The Veteran's very good.
Mm-hmm.
Blessing of Azurian, Fear, and Witness Destiny, they're decent. They're all
Solid.
really good.
Yeah, that's alright.
The Ceremonial Halberd, Strength 5, minus
Yeah.
1, Arm Bane 1, sorry, magical attacks.
Yeah, I like that.
That's really good. The Foundation range is wasted. Big sad.
Yeah.
Requires 2 hands, so you can't use a shield, so you're getting full plate armour.
Mm-hmm.
And possibly some, I can't remember, I think there might be some magic armour out there.
There's Magic Helmet.
There's magic armour, yeah.
Yeah.
The only thing is your mount options.
Actually. Yeah, I just don't think you take him on a mount. I think you put him like in Phoenix Guard, probably.
Yeah, probably. Or Sea Guard or Spearman if you.
Sea Guard. I mean, if he's your general, he could go in White Lions.
Yeah.
Because your general or someone with the Tracing Hunter, I think it's White Lions, might be Swordmasters.
No, it's
one of those units is what they were.
Is only be joined by your army's general or by a character Tracing Hunters.
So yeah, if he's your general, he could go in the White Lions. But yeah, I mean, probably Phoenix Guard, to be honest.
Phoenix Guard, if he was staying in Serbian, it's going to be Phoenix Guard.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know, so
Not bad.
15 points.
Yeah, nice and cheap as well.
That is quite nice and cheap.
Getting Veteran as well.
Yes. Nice.
That's probably 5 of those
nice
points
rear
easily.
Does Veteran apply to the unit he joins?
No.
It
Only
doesn't.
if, like, all of them have it.
So you wouldn't get the Veteran reroll then?
No.
No?
Which, for like anything that he has to take a leadership on his leadership,
He can
like
reroll.
command ability and stuff, he can reroll.
Lovely. So moving on then to the second lot, we're going into the cheap ones now.
Yeah.
Blood of Caledor, which is 15 points. A character of the Blood of Caledor, Elven Honor, but not their mount. Must be.
Their mount can't be mounted.
Their mount can't be mounted. You can't have a horse. You can't have a prince mounted on a horse mounted on a dragon.
No, afraid not.
They may be mounted on either, must be mounted on either Bard, Elven Steed, a Sun Dragon, a Moon Dragon, or a Star Dragon. Has +1 modifier to weapon skill characteristic. May be equipped with full plate armor for no additional points. Gains Dragon armor and Impetuous.
So I wonder then, where it says must be mounted on and then gives you the list,
Yeah.
does that open up those options to models that otherwise wouldn't have it? So can a noble with Blood of Caledor go on a Star Dragon? Can a prince with Blood of Caledor go on a Sun Dragon that you normally couldn't?
The Sun Dragon, yes. The Star Dragon, I'd say no.
Why though? Why one way round and not the other?
Because the Sun Dragon is only available once you take Blood of Caledor, which is fine. Because you can't take a Sun Dragon up without taking Blood of Caledor.
Of course, so actually no, I think it does mean it would open up a Star Dragon to a noble.
You say so?
I think it has to. If it works one way around, it's got to work the other.
I would like the idea because it opens up the option for Sun Dragon on the list, but the list still specifies that it's princes only for Star Dragon.
Maybe, but it doesn't say C page whatever.
It
I
doesn't.
think this is completely separate. So I think a noble with Blood of Caledor could take a Moon or Star Dragon.
One for the debate team.
But
anyway, the Impetuous ruins it for me.
Yes. I mean, they do get other things. They get +1 to their weapon skill.
Which is very good. You get to 8 on your prince.
Yeah, and they can be equipped with full plate for no additional points.
Which the full plate was 12 points?
6?
6 points.
Yeah, nice. And they gain Dragon Armour and Impetuous.
So they do get a 6 on ward save from Dragon Armour, I think it was.
And they can cast spells if they're a wizard.
Yeah, you can give you wizard this, which is good. It's just the Impetuous. Although if you're taking this, you're probably going to be going a unit of Dragon Princes.
If you're going on a horse, yeah.
You're going on a horse. So they're going to be Impetuous then at that point in time.
Yeah.
You can put them in unit Silver Helms.
Yeah, I assume Impetuous is like if any model in the unit has Impetuous. Yeah.
But if you're putting him on a dragon, you are putting yourself at risk of impetuously charging with dragon. Albeit he's a Star Dragon, so it's not the worst thing.
That's the thing. It's like, do you care? Yeah, you might like. You're not necessarily going to get pulled out of place because if you pass a leadership test of leadership like 10, probably if you're a prince, then you can just stay there and turn around.
Yeah. The only thing is that you might get pulled out of position and turn 2 when you don't want to charge, where it's like the max charge distance.
Yes, maybe.
Where it goes like, and say you kill it, then you don't overrun that fine, you do get flank charged.
Maybe.
But you are
there are certainly downsides to it, but
you are still tough in 6-9 wounds with possibly 3 saves.
Yeah.
Which so you're not exactly going to be worried about losing.
Not really. No.
So the Impetuous might not be the worst thing in the world. It's not great. I will still say it's not great to have.
No, it's always a negative special rule. There's nothing good about it. But if you are, toughness 6 with 9 wounds, you can probably get around it.
You can most likely, I'll take it.
Yeah, I'll probably live.
Yeah. Next one is Trajan Hunter.
Yeah.
Character called Trajan Hunter may only be mounted on white line chariots, but cannot choose any other mount options. It's not a bad option.
No.
May be equipped with Trajan Great Blade for no additional points, but if they do so, they may not take any additional non-magical weapons, and they gain Lion Cloak, Move Through Cover, and Stubborn. Okay. Lion Cloak it lets you easily get to a 2-up arm save against shooting.
Yep.
Yeah.
On a Prince, yeah.
Move Through Cover on a Chariot.
That's what I'm just looking at. Would that affect the Chariot? Because it specifically says, but not their mount. So the mount doesn't get Move Through Cover. Is it the model?
Where does this say that the mount doesn't get it?
Well, the Trajan Hunter, blah blah blah, but not their mount.
But then is the wording for Move Through Cover a model with Move Through Cover?
But then GW has used model to mean the whole thing and parts of a thing. So is the character, is it moving through cover, or is it the chariot that's moving through cover? Honestly, I don't know.
I would say that the chariot gains move through cover. I personally would say the chariot.
Interesting. I would say it doesn't.
My perspective.
What do you think?
My perspective purely from the idea that it makes sense from a fluff perspective. That the lion chariot that lives in the forest.
The lions live in the forest.
But surely the chariot itself that is used to running through the forest as well.
The chariot is an inanimate object, man.
I'm sure they still practice running the chariot through forest though.
Maybe, but I don't know. For me, it would make more fluff sense for it to not, because the character gains move through cover. So that prince is great at running through a wood and not tripping over. I don't know. I think it would. You would get move through cover, but I don't know for sure. Let us know what you think.
That's only 10. It's also only 10 points.
It is only 10 points.
Very
quite
cheap.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think it's bad. The Trajan Great Blade is not a bad option at all.
Yeah.
And especially on a prince, because the prince has strikes first, so they cancel out the strikes last.
Yeah.
So you are on initiative 6. You don't have Elven Reflexes, but you're still on initiative 6 though.
9 on the charge.
9 on the charge, strength 6 minus 3. That's not awful.
Yeah, it really is.
That's not bad.
Solid. Yeah.
For 10 points, honestly, you get the Lion Cloak as well, so you get the 3 arms, so you get full play.
Does mean he can't be on a horse though, let alone a dragon.
Again, I don't.
It's not bad on a chariot.
Chariot is not a bad amount.
It's not bad.
I've used combat characters on chariots before a lot recently.
Yeah.
And they are good.
Yeah.
They are really good.
No, that's fair.
Warden of Saphery is the next one. 10 points. A character Warden of Saphery cannot be mounted. Already, we're off to a bad start.
It's the Swordmaster one, isn't it?
It's the Swordmaster one, yeah. Maybe equipped with Sword of OF for no additional points. If they do so, they may not take any additional non-magic weapons. They gain deflect shots, Iphamar armor, and Killing Blow.
Yeah, they get the good version.
They get a good version of Killing Blow. Killing Blow is really good.
So, this is... So there was no equivalent of this, a bit like Trajan Hunter, there was no equivalent of this in the 8th edition High Elf book. Because this isn't the Lawmaster, although he got some of these rules, which he doesn't get from Lawmaster, because he got deflect shots. But yeah, this is literally just a combat Swordmaster character.
Yeah, rather than the Warden, rather than the Lawmaster being the sort of the nerdier type, this guy's the jock of the White Tower.
Sure.
I do like the Killing Blows. I'm assuming
the White Tower is an American high school. Sure.
The White Tower Hoeth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's an American high school.
Yeah, exactly.
Sure.
Like, you can imagine the 90s sitcom now. I can imagine the theme tune everywhere. You got Tyrion's the main character. No, Tyrion. They both are. They both go to White Tower High.
Tyrion's the jock on the football team.
Yeah.
Teclis is the nerdy guy in the library.
Yeah, he's nerdy brother. He has to cover protect him. Hilarity ensues.
Please stop.
Anyway, what was I going to say? Can't be mounted. It's also 10 points. Another cheap one.
Yeah.
Can't be mounted. It's upsetting. You are probably going to be going at that point in time into your.
Yeah, exactly. So.
Sword of Hoeth, again, a really good weapon.
Nice for cheap. Well, for free.
Deflect shots, just a free save. Yeah. Iphamar armor, you're not tripping up on day strength test.
Yeah. You could give this to a wizard.
You can.
I wouldn't. But
it'd be funny when that wizard's one attack gets Killing Blow off.
It would be. Well, 2 attacks if he's not, mate.
Oh. And he also, as I said, Killing Blow can't be ignored. Killing Blow he's dangerous. Even if you have one attack, the chance of it happening.
The chance of just rolling that 6.
Yeah. Killing Blow then, does that carry over to magic weapons? Like magic weapons you buy.
Yeah, I think so.
It will carry over.
I think so. Yeah, I don't think there's any caveat to that now.
Okay, because then I'm looking at taking one of Saphery with that weapon, which gets that as well.
The what? Maybe.
Maybe we'll talk about literally about 5 minutes when we go over the weapon. It's not bad for 10 points. I don't mean it's bad. You are losing out on the mounts, which high elves they do somewhat rely on mounts to do a lot of their heavy lifting.
I think you take this if you want to put your character in sword armor.
If you're taking infantry heavy armors.
Yeah.
The next one, which is Pure of Heart, which is the one we've talked about a few times.
Yeah.
And it's the one that a lot of people just take.
Because it is free.
Because it's free.
Yeah.
If it's free, it's for me. Unless this character is fleeing, all friendly units within their command range can use their leadership characteristic instead of their own. In addition, this character in any unit he is joined automatically past any panic test it is required to make.
Really nice. Like Valor of Ages, but better.
Yeah. The giving the leadership out of command range is good for your non-general chemicals.
Yeah.
To say, like, if you just put a wizard or a noble in on foot.
Yeah, he's really good for the BSB because he's also got a 12-inch command range.
12-inch command range, which means you're giving out that. You basically at that point got two inspiring presences.
Pretty much.
And the noble
one of them's a leadership 9 with a reroll.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I like.
It's not bad for free.
Yeah.
If you don't want to take any others, just take this.
That's the thing. If you're like, I don't need to take this. I want to put him on a dragon, for instance, but I don't want to be impetuous, or I want to put him in. I don't know, silver helms, and there's nothing that really works for me. Just take Pure of Heart.
Just take Pure of Heart. There's literally no downside to taking Pure of Heart. It has no caveats, no nothing. You can't.
Nope.
It's just you get this.
Yep.
Really good.
Yeah.
It's really solid.
And the other one's free as well. The last one. Which is Seaguard.
Yes.
So a character with the Seaguard Elven Honour, they can only be mounted on a Lothern Skycutter and cannot choose any other mount option. They may be equipped with a warbow for no additional points. If they do so, they cannot take any additional non-magical weapons, and they gain naval discipline and rallying cry, which is the only way to get rallying cry in High Elves.
Doesn't make sense for High Elves. You'd imagine they would have a lot of rallying cry.
Yeah, I was expecting their princes to have it, but they don't. But again, it's free. It's nice.
If you wanted to put your characters in Seaguard,
yeah,
and keep naval discipline.
Yeah.
That's the only way you can put characters and keep naval discipline.
Or, if you do want to run your... I mean, to be fair, it's not bad for a wizard to give them rallying cry.
No.
Keep them on foot. If you were going to have them on foot, it's not terrible. Or if you want to put them on the sky car, it's also not bad.
It's also, not a bad shout if you want to put your wizard on a sky car to get them 360 flying.
Yeah.
Which ain't a bad shout at all.
Mm.
So, again, it's free. If you want to look into it, I don't think it's as good as Pure of Heart, because there's more caveats to it.
Yeah.
Pure of Heart is just a straight buff.
Yeah.
But Seaguard, if you have no other things, and you don't... Pure of Heart, you feel like Pure of Heart's not it for you?
Yeah, that's the thing. I think because they're both free, if you're not gaining anything from any of the others, you're going to take Pure of Heart.
Yeah.
I think you really only take Seaguard
if you want
you want to go into Seaguard.
Or if you want to take the Sky Car.
Or maybe if you want to take the Sky Car. Yeah. But I mean, you could still take Pure of Heart on the Sky Car.
I don't think you can take a Sky Car without being Seaguard.
Oh, can you not?
I don't think you can. Yeah, you can only take it if you have the Seaguard of an honour.
I see. Yeah, in that case then. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm.
Looking at this again though, I think you're right about Blood of Caledor. I don't think a noble could take, because it specifically has that separate list.
Yeah.
Blood of Caledor.
Yeah, so I'm saying, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. I think you're right. I don't think a noble could go on a Star Dragon.
You heard it first. Remove your comments from Discord or YouTube.
I feel ill now having to say you were right.
You're only selling like a can of worms now. And as the honours, there's some good ones in there. I like the Warden Saphery. I really like. Pure of Heart is just good.
Pure of Heart is very solid.
Trajan Hunter.
I like Trajan Hunter.
Trajan Hunter is really good. I quite like that. The other ones, if you were looking to do something specific with your armies, from like a modelling perspective.
Yeah, I mean, Blood of Caledor is good. If you're going to put the guy on a dragon, the Impetuous is probably not bad enough. I still don't think it makes sense, but it's probably not bad enough, particularly if you're on a Star Dragon, to really be that much of a downside when you get +1 weapon skill, full plate armour for free.
And Dragon Armour.
Dragon Armour for the 6-up ward. Yeah, for 15 points, I think Blood of Caledor is very good.
Yeah. But again, Trajan, I want to see more Trajan Hunters.
On White Lion Chariots.
On White Lion Chariots. I do actually want to see more of that.
Yeah, I think that'd be cool.
Don't make me start high farming and put all my carrots on White Lion Chariots.
Anyway, we move on to the magic items.
So let's go on to these. So the high elf magic items are solid.
Yeah,
they're all
well.
pretty good solid. Do you want to kick us off with the weapons?
Yes, so the white sword is the first one, 70 points. It is +3 strength, AP 2, magical attacks, monster slayer, requires 2 hands and strikes last. You can only take it if you are infantry or chariot unit type.
When I first read this, I thought it was too expensive what it did and get strikes last.
Mm-hmm.
I watched someone on a Loven Skycutter with a monster slayer sword run Rampart and Derby Deathmatch.
Yeah, that's the thing. If you put it on your prince, can't put it on no, but if you put it on your prince, that strikes last just means you go initiative 6 or 9 if you charge.
That's what I'm saying.
Mm.
You give this to a Warden Saphery, also on that killing blows combined monster slayer. If it works out that way, right?
Yeah, so you can
just one bang
60s kill anything. Yeah.
Apart from chariots.
Weirdly.
Yeah. So the white sword, it's not bad. Your strength 7.
Yep.
You're -3.
2.
Oh, it's -2, sorry, I don't know what I said. Sorry, strength +3, yeah, that's.
Yeah.
-2. Monster Slayer requires 2 hands. Strikes last is a bit of a downside.
Yeah, I think it's too many points.
How many points do you reckon it's worth? 60?
Yeah, 55, 60.
Okay. I would say it's 50.
I think, I was tempted. I'm like, you compare it to the Dragon Slaying Sword. Okay, that gives you no stat bonuses, no AP, it just gives you Monster Slayer. But you do go initiative order.
But where I think you've got to take out, where you think you go initiative order, you've got to take out the strikes last, because the only guy who can take it has strikes first. So
Archmage can take it.
I wouldn't.
Neither would I, but you could.
No, I know what you mean. But if the guy you want to take it, he's going to be going initiative order.
Yeah.
You are losing out on the shield, which is a shame. So you're looking at full plate armour.
Yeah.
And if you're Tracian Hunter, you get Lion Cloak. Maybe.
Yeah, but I mean, also, if you're a Tracian Hunter, you get a Tracian Greatblade.
Which is +2 strength, -3. Yeah.
So, how many points do you want to pay for losing an AP but gaining a strength? I don't think the strength is worth it all that much.
You also, the Monster Slayer, you gain the Monster Slayer.
Of course, which has got to be 50.
Well, it's 50 points for the Monster Slayer sword, which is basically the Monster Slayer rule.
Yeah, I don't know if that's pointed correctly, but yeah. Let's call it 50 points. Are you going to pay 20 points to swap an AP for a strength? I wouldn't.
There's an argument for it because the Ogre Blade is only AP 2. But he's Armbane 1, I understand he's Armbane 1 as well.
Yeah.
But
the Ogre Blade does more points to everything.
Yeah.
I think it's too many points. It's good, and obviously it's great when you roll the 6, but I think it's too many points.
I think 65 points is probably where it should be.
Okay.
Not maybe not 70, but 70 points means you still get to take the 5 awards off.
Yeah.
Which is a good combination, I think.
It is very good, yeah.
Moving on then, White Sword. If you like it, tell us if you like it, what you like about it.
Yeah. Blade of Leaping Gold up next for 50 points.
Garbage.
Yeah, this is way too many points. Use of Strength, AP nothing, Armor Bane 2, extra attack D3, magical attacks.
Why?
Way too many points.
It's 50 points. That is...
Your Strength 4, Armor Bane 2.
30 points. 20, maybe even 25.
Yeah, I'd probably say 30. Yeah.
Armbane 2 does not go off enough to be relevant. That's why people don't take the Giant Blade.
Yeah. Otherwise, Giant Blade's a great weapon.
Yes, insanely.
Yeah.
The extra attacks is nice, but your Strength 4, no.
Yeah.
50 points.
Would leave at home.
Yeah, leave in. Go back to the smithy, melt it down into a white sword.
Yeah. Or just gold.
Or just gold, yeah.
Reaver Bow. So this is obviously a bow, range 30, strength +1, AP nothing, magical attacks. The Reaver Bow counts as a bow of Avalon. The wielder of the Reaver Bow may make a number of shooting attacks equal to their attacks characteristics, rather than the usual one. This model does not suffer any modifiers for firing multiple shots. So a handmaid has
2 attacks.
2 attacks, so she's got 2 shots. Yeah.
Strength 5.
Strength 5, which is nice.
-1.
-1 armor bane 1, is it?
Because of the
Avalon?
bow, the Arrows of Aisha thing.
Oh, from Arrows of Isha.
Yeah.
Isha, whatever it's called. But it's also a bow of Avalon. So, does it then also gain armor bane 1 and volley fire?
No, because it's a Sarah stat line.
But it counts as a bow of Avalon.
I think he's only got the counts bow of Avalon for the purpose of Arrows of Isha.
I don't necessarily disagree with you.
I think that's the only reason why they specified the bow of Avalon bit.
I don't necessarily disagree, but I think it's odd that they've said counts as a bow of Avalon. But they're not giving it the Bow of Avalon's rules.
No, I think it's got its own separate stat line, and the counter Bow of Avalon, in my opinion, as I say,
It's just for the arrows of Isha.
just for the arrows of Isha benefit.
I'm inclined to agree. I just think it's weird.
But then, to be honest, arrows of Isha works with longbows and warbows.
Yeah, so why not just call it a longbow? Makes no sense.
Confusion.
Yes, Phobane, 20 points.
Remember, it used to be 5 points.
Did it?
Oh, sorry, I'm waiting for Warrior Bane.
Yeah, that's Warrior
Well,
Bane.
sorry,
They did completely different things. User strength, no AP, magical attacks. When the wielder of Phobane makes a roll to wound, a roll of a 4+ is always a success, regardless of the target's toughness. It's not bad, always wound on a 4, but you've got no AP, not even armor bane.
It used to be the Relic Sword that did this. That was
And it was a 5+.
10 points, and it was a 5+.
Yeah.
It was always a wound. So
I'd maybe pay 15 points for it. I think 20 is a little too much.
Yeah.
So with no way to get through any armour, at least with Relic Sword, if you were strength 4, you still got through one bit of armour.
Yeah.
I think
What's it called? Phobane. Yeah, maybe not. Magic Armour.
Yeah, do you want to take these?
Yeah, Armour of Calador is the big one. 35 points, so it's not expensive.
No?
It's a suit of full plate armour. In addition, the wearer has a 5 war save against any wound suffered. Very good.
This is why I was saying the Dragon Ranger's got light armour, so he can take Armour of Calador, gets full plate armour, which is the same as his dragon, which means he can choose to use this and then get a 5+ ward.
Yeah,
Which is just another way of getting a 5+ ward.
But where we do it, that is a good piece of armour.
Oh, it's really good, yeah.
35 points. You pay 30 points for 5 war saves.
Yeah,
You're paying
5
5
points for full plate armour. No one pays 5 points. Well, you know, some units that come with heavy armour pay like 4.
I think the cheapest character suit have full plate is 6 points.
Yeah.
If you want to take armour,
Yeah.
but why not?
Yeah.
The next one is Dragon Helm, 10 points. May warn of other armour as well. The wearer of the Dragon Helm improves their armour value by 1 to maximum 2+. In addition, its wearer has a 6 war save against any wounds suffered that were caused by an attack that's flaming attack special rule.
Ignore everything after the in addition. That's worth it for 10 points.
Yeah, 10 points in itself. The 6 war save is... Who cares?
Forget about it.
But improving your armour 1 point but not taking up a hand.
Yes. Or like an armour slot, basically.
Not taking up your hand or your body.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're taking up your head.
Yeah, no, really, well
it is worth the 10 points. It always was worth it for 10 points. It was even worth it for the 10 points back when he used 2 at water flaming.
Well, yeah.
But the fact it still kept the +1 armour
massive.
In addition to other bits of armour. Yeah, 10 points take it, why not?
Big fan.
Talismans then. The Lawmaster's Cloak is 25 points. The bearer of the Lawmaster's Cloak in any unit they have joined as a 4 war save against any wounds suffered that are caused by magic missiles.
Not bad.
It's not bad.
On something like Swordmasters.
I think
I say Swordmasters. A unit that you are going to aim to make ethereal.
Yes. I think that's exactly what I was thinking of putting in. Swordmasters.
Yep.
Phoenix Guard, basically the 3 elite elven infantry.
Yeah, and I probably wouldn't bother with white lines. Dragon Princes though.
Dragon Princes, yeah. If you put more
3 up, 4 up against magic.
To be honest, you can put that on your Drakemaster.
You can.
Because it's magic items, 50 points.
Yeah, you can.
So I'd probably look to doing that, to be honest.
Yeah.
Looking that way. That's really good.
Yep. That can go on any of your elite unit champions as well.
Yeah, you can. Don't have to be a
probably
character.
where I put it. Yeah.
Oof.
Really good. I don't know why people aren't taking that more.
Because the Star Lance, which used to go on the Drakemaster, doesn't exist anymore.
No.
So this is probably where you're going to be taking your 25 points magic items.
I thought so.
Your 50 points magic items. Why not? Just take the Blade Leaping Goal, 50 points, put in Drakemaster.
Don't do that.
Take the Reaver Bow on your Drakemaster.
Yeah, it gives you 4 shots. He's got 3 attacks.
It would give you 3 shots.
4 shots! 3 shots!
More shots than the Handmaid Wraith Queen.
Yeah. Only strength 4.
And the last element is Opal Amulet, which is an extremely common item. 20 points, gives you 2 wall saving against a single wound. The single use.
Not bad.
Yeah, pretty much gives you 20 points for additional wound.
Yeah, almost, yeah.
So
I don't mind it.
Yeah, 20 points, pricey.
I don't, like you say, when you consider it's basically an extra wound, that's about 30-35 points an extra wound.
I think if you
I don't hate it.
But I'm looking to say 20 points for that, but I could spend half the points for additional armour. Or
yeah, but the armour can be ignored.
Or 20 points for an Enchantalizer, which we'll get to in a second.
Yeah, but I mean, you just take both.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
Into the main standards, if you want to go from there.
Yeah, so the Banner of Arcane Protection, this is sort of Botwood's worst cousin. 70 points. A unit carrying the Banner of Arcane Protection gains the magic resistance -3 special rule. In addition, friendly units within 6 of the model carrying this standard gain the magic resistance -1 special rule.
How the mighty have fallen. Oh my. 70 points. It's gone. No, we can't compare
No,
it to
it's
we
not.
Can't,
It's not the Botwood.
We can't compare it to Botwood. I'm not going to compare it to Botwood.
It is too many points though.
Magic Res 3 is 60 points.
Yes, he's very good, Magic Res 3, but
Is the additional bubble of 6 inches of Magic Res 1 worth the 10 points?
I don't think so. To be honest, I don't think Magic Res 3 is worth 60 points. I can start there.
No, yeah, that's fair.
I think 40, 45 maybe. I'd probably pit Magic Res at 15 points each level. And I really don't. I think this is too many points. If this was 50 points, I'd probably take it.
Yeah, I do think 70 points is crazy.
Yeah.
Points. You can put this on your Phoenix Guard banner.
Yeah, but then you've got to think, the banner has to be in the middle of the unit, so how much of that 6-inch bubble is being taken up by the rest of the Phoenix Guard?
Yeah, you can go 4 wide.
You could go forward, but then you're not going very deep if you want to charge stuff.
No. So probably it's best on your BSB because they can go on the end of the units.
Mm-hmm. Or sit in the middle of units.
Or on a horse in the middle of the unit. Yeah, 70 points too many
I
points.
think it's too much.
Too many points for what it does.
The battle banner, when calculating its combat result, a unit carrying the battle banner may claim an additional bonus of D3 combat results for 60 points.
Too many points again.
Again, too many
It's
points.
just too many points. The amount of the combat rate is good,
Mm.
but for 60 points,
Yeah, that's quite a lot. When you could just roll a 1.
you could just roll 1.
Too many
If
points.
it was 50 points and you go any of my elite infantry units, then I might be tempted.
Yeah, maybe. Or their Phoenix Guard can take 100, so Phoenix Guard
They're
can
the
take-
only they can
They
take.
are the only one that can take.
But if you take something like Sword Masters or White
Mm.
Lions, Dragon Princes,
Yeah, maybe. I think Dragon Princes might be able to. They always used to be able to take.
they had 75 back
expensive
in the
banners.
day.
Where are they? They're 950.
They dropped down. They dropped down to 25
dropped down
points.
50. Yeah, I think again too many points. The line standard, 25 points. Unit carrying it automatically passes any fear or terror tests it's required to make. Not bad. Possibly a touch too many, but I don't think it's too far out to be untakeable.
But the idea
It's
that
alright.
the Battle Standard Barriers no longer let you reroll these tests,
Yeah, exactly.
then yeah, maybe.
I think this is quite good for spearmen.
Give us Spearman. I think the fear part of it's a bit worthless because you have to be outnumbered to take a fear test.
Yeah.
They reroll a terror
Good against
test.
undead though.
It's good against the undead. Reroll a terror test though. That is crucial.
Automatically passing, not rerolling.
Oh, so it's automatic pass the
Yeah.
terror test. So yeah, you are on a charge on a big monster. I hope you're in a way. I'm not running.
I'm staying here. I'm going to shield wall and give ground.
I'm literally going to shield wall. You're going to kill. You're going to win combat. I'm a shield wall, mate.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
In comes the flanking dragon princes,
White lions.
white
potentially,
lions,
yeah.
sword masters. If the other
Anything,
sword
yeah.
masters.
Yeah. Yeah,
Kind of
I think it's not bad on something like spearmen.
Yeah.
Good on your Anvil unit. And Banner of Illyrians, the last one, 20 points. They gain move through cover. Again, not bad.
Not bad.
Um,
That feels like Silverhelm banner. Right there.
Silverhelm, maybe Dragon Princes.
Yeah, I think Dragon Princes may be better off with the real charge banner.
Rampager.
Rampaging. Oh,
Yeah.
Rampaging. I think they're better for
Yeah,
that
no,
one.
I don't disagree.
I think this one is. Yeah, this one is Silverhelms to me.
Yeah, no, fair.
Silverhelms or BSB on a chariot. But that's the whole argument again. Is that the
Well, I think that would. Yeah, I don't know. it would be not bad on a chariot.
We're
Yeah.
not getting-
Unit of Tyrannoc chariots. Unit 4 plus the character on a chariot.
Ooh. Just kiss.
Yeah, I think probably you're right. I think probably Silverhelms. Is probably where this.
The moving
sits.
cover. It's not bad. It's not bad. Rule.
No, I really like
Even
Move
infantry,
Through Cover. I take
like-
it on my Knights of the Realms all the time.
Even like infantry, it's just like they ignore
It's cheaper,
terrain.
yeah.
They just ignore terrain.
Yeah, ignore the
Opposed to
movement
movement
penalties for it and
and
reroll
charge.
their danger strain tests.
Is it move cover reroll danger strength?
Reroll.
I thought just ignore them.
No, you ignore the negatives for movement and you don't take the lowest dice when you charge.
Yep.
And you reroll danger strength.
Right, okay.
Really good.
Anyway, on to Enchanted Islands then. We have the Null Stone for 75 points. Whew! Is it worth it? Let's have a look. Whilst in command range of the bearer, all wizards, friend or foe, suffer minus or modifiers to casting spell rolls. You have lost me already.
Yep.
75 points and you make it. What kind of garbage are you trying to peddle? In addition, during the command subphase of their turn, if they're not engaged in combat, the character may attempt to use the Null Stone by taking a leadership test. If the test is passed until your next start turn sub phase, this character cannot be targeted by spells and is immune to the effects of any spells. No.
I mean, the second bit's good.
So 75
Very
points
good.
and the negative of the first part of it.
Yeah, the negative to your casting in the spell rolls is garbage.
It's the spell roll is the worst offender. Because you're not going to be within 6 inches of a caster, of an opponent's casting, all the time. But you're more than likely going to be 6
Command range, not 6.
Oh, the command range. Maybe. But if it's not your general, it's still only 8 inches.
9 for a noble. Oh, he can't take it. Yep. 75 points, he can't take it.
It's fine.
So it's your prince or it's your archmage.
It's either 18 inches if you're a dragon.
8 or...
It's either 8, 12 or 18.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that is wild.
I don't know what they were thinking.
No.
Let's move on.
I mean, you know, if you're taking a no magic high elf list, it's great.
But then you're wasting your...
Why are you taking a no magic high elf list?
You're also wasting your magic item. You're also wasting your magic weapons.
Yes.
No.
Cloak
of Beards, 30 points. He's doubled in points. The cloak of just absolute disgustingness. Why would you want a cloak made of someone else's beard?
Just to annoy some dolls.
Very so. The cloak of beard causes terror. Oh, it's just a flat terror now.
Yeah.
However, so unnerving is a cloak that other models cannot use the wearer's leadership.
Hilarious.
So you're so disgusted by the fact this guy's wearing beards. Okay. The fact it's just a straight terror. It's no longer terror against dwarves.
Not bad on like someone on a chariot.
It's also the -1 to your leadership. That's what I'm looking at. Your -1 leadership test. Take a leadership test when you charge them. All good things.
Or like your Drake Master again. Not a bad.
Drake Master's not a bad
option
shout.
for him.
Can't use leadership, but his leadership with your Drake Prince is the exact same.
Yep.
So that Jerry here is.
Yeah, I'll use Jerry's leadership.
I use Jerry rather than Barry's.
Pretty sure the Drake
Yeah, I
Master
think
get
they
extra
are, so.
leadership. Yeah, 9.
Yeah, you again put us on Drake Master.
Yeah. To be fair, any unit champion.
They can
like
take
Swordmaster champion, I'm pretty sure they can take 50. Might be 25. Phoenix Guard, I think.
Phoenix Guard are 50. Oh no, Phoenix Guard are 25. The Blade Lord is 50.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So give it to your Blade Lord. It's not a bad shout.
Yeah.
Cloak and Beard seems really decent.
Yeah, not bad.
Why are people not taking more of this?
I think there's just so many items that are good that you just run out of points.
It's also
combinations.
the next one.
Well, yeah.
The next one, which is the Seed of Rebirth, which is what you'll see every army.
Yeah, it's extremely common as well.
I don't know
you'll
why.
See it probably multiple times in
don't
every
know
army.
Why is it extremely common? I have no idea.
No.
20 points for Seed of Rebirth, extremely common. Seed of Rebirth gives bearer region 5+.
So good. Used to be 6 up Seed of Rebirth, didn't it?
Yes, and it gave it to the unit.
Did it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it gave it to the unit.
I think it did.
Did it not?
No.
Oh, I think Lion Curse Icon.
Yeah.
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 I mean, I would.
So good.
I would say yes. It's fine to be extremely common. Make it 40 points.
Yeah. I
Double its points to make it extremely common.
Yeah.
20 points for not being extremely common. Yes, fine. I can agree with that. I don't know why.
Wild. I really don't get how items that do basically the same thing or exactly the same thing can have such different points values across different armies. Like Bretonia have got an suit of armour that is heavy armour, so not better than what they come with, exactly the same, you're not gaining anything from it, and regen 5+. It's like 65 points.
Whereas Chaos of the Crown of Erlos and Conquest, which is 5 regen for 40 points. And it's not extremely common. Just make them the same.
Yeah.
Just make them...
Well, I get them not being exactly the same. Like, I get some, say the Bretonian one, if it was full plate armour and regen 5+, so it cost 40 points,
you say
I could live with that.
You can say it all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, of course you would live. Of course you would live with that.
Well, I mean, make it like enough so you can't take it to the Overblade. You know. Then, yeah, okay, cool, I could live with that. Gives me a 2-up armour, gives me that regen, lovely, absolutely love it. The Everlasting, the Chaos one.
Crown of Erlos and Conquest.
Make it, I don't know.
+1 armour, because it's a crown.
Yeah, make it armour. Make it +1 armour and regen.
5+ for 45 points.
Yeah, 35, 40 points. And then you make this 25, 30 points. Not extremely common, just the talisman of regen 5+. So everything's a bit different, but you can sort of see that actually they've valued regen about the same.
Yeah, but the fact
I
is,
can live with it.
20 points and extremely common.
Wild.
I don't know what
wild.
they were thinking.
No.
When they were going, oh, you can use your regen with your war save.
Yeah, which is a whole other thing.
I don't know how you don't see how this just doesn't immediately go on to a dragon, star dragon mounted
two up,
prince.
5 up, 5 up.
Yeah, I don't know how you don't see that that's going to be an issue. Where?
And my issue with that is units don't offer you enough combat res with the 5 overkill in a challenge to offset that enough of the time.
Again, really good 4 hiles. It's almost a one or two or three taking an army. You know how many characters you got.
Yeah.
Even if they're man of the dragon, just taking a fire regen.
Yeah.
On chariot, on foot.
Yeah, and anything. If you've got 20 points, give it 5 up regen, it is basically a third better.
It's a war save. It is a war save because you can't get rid of it because you're not flammable.
Yep.
But it gives your opponent combat res on boohoo.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Chances are they never get to the regen anyway.
I honestly don't know what they were thinking with this item.
Neither do I.
Move on, please, Scott.
Arcane items then. The Sigil of Azurian, another extremely common one. 40 points, single use.
What it should have been.
Yeah. Single use. A wizard may use this item instead of making a dispel attempt. If they do so, the spell is automatically dispelled with no dispel roll. Note, a perfect invocation cannot be dispelled. It's a dispel scroll. It's a common dispel scroll. That's 40 points.
What they used to be. The spell scroll still exists, but then they are just an additional dice. Discard the lowest.
Yeah.
But extremely common for 40 points.
Yeah, it's absolutely fine.
This is okay because 40 points is enough that if you take 2 or 3 of them,
you're losing other stuff.
He's hitting your points.
Yeah. No, that's fine. Just to make it clear, the wizard has to be able to make a dispel attempt to use the dispel roll, so he's got to be within range.
Because instead of the wizard, you making a dispel attempt. You can't use it if you can only do a faith dispel.
Yeah.
But yeah, the fact that 2 of them are.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah.
Annulian Crystal for 30 points. Once per turn, upon successfully casting a spell, the bearer of the Annulian Crystal can choose to forget that spell and immediately generate another, not including signature spells, in the usual manner. Note that it is possible the wizard might generate the spell they just forgot, or one forgotten in a previous turn. Consider it fate.
How can you lose a spell in the previous turn?
Because it's once per turn.
Oh, it's 1%. Okay, I thought it was 1 use only. Sorry, my apologies. I think it helps you fight army because obviously you got to pick your lore before the game.
Yeah, I just take Lore Familiar for the same points.
Yeah, that's the thing. Rather than wasting yours and your opponent's time by going through the whole spell generation.
Spells and
I'm just going to pick this. I'm going to pick this spell.
Yeah.
That I want to get Charlie.
Because it doesn't suggest you can remember it from a different lore, or you can know one from a different lore.
The bearer of the
generate another in the usual manner. You've already picked your lore by the time you generate spells.
I think in the usual manner means you have to generate from your own lore that you put in your roster.
Yeah, that's the thing. So if you're an elementalism archmage, you can only know spells from elementalism. So just pick Lore Familiar. It's the same points.
It feels like 15 points. Maybe. If it was cheaper than Lore Familiar.
Yeah. 20 points?
Because it's cheaper, but it's cheaper, but it's more a risk to this one, because you could get the right...
You still might not get
the spells. Which is the whole thing of how these items should work.
Yeah, I think
because the more expensive, the more guarantee you have of doing what it wants you to do.
Yeah.
The cheaper it is, the more rubbish it is.
Yeah.
In essence.
Or, instead of that, you just go, sod it, I'll have 5 spells and take the Silvery Wand for half its points.
Yep.
You know an additional spell than is usual for your level of wizardry. It does not increase your wizard's level.
15 points.
15 points, your archmage knows 5 spells.
I don't know why you wouldn't. Why you just wouldn't.
No, I don't know why you wouldn't, to be fair.
15 points that combined, they're so cheap you can buy other items as well.
Yeah. Like a 5 up regen, for instance.
5 regen, 5 wall save.
Yep.
You get both of those as well with the silvery one, and then have points, and then 25 points to spend.
Yeah. No, 35 points. 30 points, isn't it? The 5 up wall save.
Oh yeah, sorry, 50. Yeah, 35 points.
Yeah, lovely, beautiful.
Which is a lot of points. Not armor caliber. That's armor. Cloak of Beard. Give yourself terror.
You could give yourself terror if you really wanted.
Give yourself terror at that point. Yeah, the arcane items, 4 hiles, as they should be.
Yeah.
Apart from the Illuminating Crystal, the Silvery One and the Silver of Assyrian are good.
I'd like to have seen them have a few more. It feels like, I don't know, I've not checked this, but it feels like armies all have about the same number of each magic item.
I think all armies have at least 4 magic weapons, maybe 5.
Mm.
All armies have 2 magic armors. I think some armies have 2 or 3 talismans. Bandrol's 4. I think they're all 4.
Sounds about right.
Might
be 5.
Maybe 1. In China Islands, they're always 3, and Arcane Islands are always 3.
Yeah. Feels like the High Elves should have. If anyone's going to have more, High Elves should have more.
And it's also the idea that some of the magic items, they do the same thing as the other armies. There's nothing varied.
But then the issue is, like, if you want to have stuff do the same thing, at least point it vaguely similar.
Or just make it so they're all worth the same. Even if not point, make it so they're all worth it. So this, as you said, like this one's 20 points, base screen common away and on. This one's 40 points, but gives you extra bonus.
Does this stuff? Yeah.
Don't be that around. The items are all over the place. They're good.
Some of them are
tosh.
Rubbish. You'd never take them. Which I think is an issue they always have. To be fair.
Yes, you always saw the same thing. You never saw the relic sword, for example.
Not really. No.
Unless you just wanted 5-point magical attacks.
Yeah, that was the only time you saw it.
Yep.
Or Warrior Bane.
Anyway, that's it for magic weapons.
Yeah.
We'll go into the last section of this deep dive.
The Lore of Saphery.
We have not got a lot left for the deep dive series, ladies and gentlemen.
No.
We're almost there. You almost have 3 more things to go through, which is the Lore of Saphery.
Yes.
And we are going to start off with the Hand of Cain.
Mm-hmm.
So a single is a Salmon spell, cast on innate, range combat, because it's Salmon. A single enemy model the caster is engaged in combat with suffers a single strength 4 hit, no arm saves permitted. Yeah?
Pretty rubbish.
It's not good.
No.
I would say it's awful.
For cast on an 8, you're doing 1 strength 4 hit. So 3s or 4s to wound.
But what you could look at is your wizard could look at saying, I'm going to do my 2 attacks in the unit, if you're an Archmage, and go, I'm going to cast my Salmon and just kill the champion.
Yeah.
But then you have to be in base contact, which means that your wizard has to be in the middle, which they can't because your own full command is in base contact with that champion.
Yeah.
So maybe it doesn't work, it can't work out that way.
Yeah, I'm pretty underwhelmed by that.
Yeah,
I'm not surprised I've not seen anyone take it.
Yeah, so you see the next one a few times, to be honest. Courage of Venerian.
Mm-hmm.
Enchantment, cast on a 10, range 15, remains in play. Whilst the spell is in play, the target friendly unit gains Unbreakable. If this spell is cast, the effects of any other enchantment previously cast on the unit immediately expire. This spell may target a friendly unit engaged in combat. Whew.
Yeah, that is very good.
Remains in play can be a bit of a downside to some people because you can stop it. But it's costing a 10. You have to roll a 7. You have to roll at least a 7 to stop it.
With level 4, yeah.
With level 4.
No, Unbreakable solid.
Well, even if you get up for that one turn, in which you've got, say, the way I'm looking at it, say you're in your opponent's turn, they charge your unit got beaten to hell. It's left with like, I don't know, 15 guys, 15, 10 guys or so. You're going to go back to random combat, you're going to lose 7 guys. I'm going to cast Unbreakable, so those 3 guys are left aren't going anywhere.
Yeah.
I know they're going to be there at the end of this round, if they survive. Which means that you're tied up for your charging, which means that you're not charging this guy behind.
Yeah.
I think that's where you're looking at
especially because it can target units that are engaged in combat. That makes it very good.
That's the crucial part. If you can get people engaged in combat, it's really, really good.
Yeah. I think any spells that you can target into combat are particularly good.
I see a lot of high players using the Lore of High Magic. I don't see them swap out enough to the Lore of Saphery. I don't see that often.
Yeah.
Because I see people say, I'm going to get Ethereal, or I'm going to get the +1 attack spell from a...
Fury of Cain, is it?
Fury of Cain or something like that,
Or Cain's Fury.
Yeah.
Cain's Fury.
They're already good, so you don't really see often that swaps out the Lord of Saphery.
No, you don't.
Which is sadness.
Yeah, because I think actually that is very good, Courage of Venerian. I think the better one is the next one.
Balls Unmaking.
Yeah.
The Hex spell, it's cast on 11, high casting value.
It is.
Range 12, the spell can only target enemy characters. However, it may target enemy characters within the range and that the caster can draw a line of sight to regardless of the usual rules for targeting characters, and may even target enemy characters that join the unit or is engaged in combat. All those just means your character cannot get away from this.
Yeah, although the whole has to draw a line of sight to it, but
is that
could
true?
Be in combat.
Is that true line of sight? Or?
Well, it means that if your wizard isn't on a large target, if their wizard isn't on the end of their unit that's in combat, you're basically not ever going to be able to see them because your unit is going to be in the way or their unit is going to be in the way.
Unless you're like on the side of the unit, when their character's on that side of the
That's the thing, yeah. If their character's on the side, you can get around to that side, you can see them, fine. Or if you're on a large target, doesn't matter, you can see them.
Yeah. Anyway, what you actually get when you do this, The casting player chooses a single magic item carried by the target. You choose the item.
So good.
The magic item is immediately unmade, render it completely useless. The chosen magic item cannot be used for the remainder of the game.
So good. Phenomenal.
I'm going to turn your combat character off.
Basically, yeah. Yeah.
The
fact it's a choice of what item you choose to destroy. The fact it's an automatic destroy, you don't have to roll. Phenomenal.
They've just taken Rules Unmaking from 8th edition and turned it up.
Arcane Forging.
Oh, Arcane Forging, so wasn't it? They've taken Arcane Forging
and just turned it up to 11. Hence it casts on 11.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that, as you said, not random, no chance that it doesn't break the item. Is I'm gonna what items do you? Does it say your opponent to tell you what item you got?
Chooses a single magic item carried by. Well, it's all open list, isn't it? The core rules are
it's
open list.
It's all based on open list, isn't it?
Yeah.
See, it's just like what makes your character really scary?
Yeah.
That item.
Not anymore. So good. No, yeah, it's relatively high to cast.
Yeah, to be honest, it's not. It's average dice.
It is average, particularly when you've got a reroll.
You've got a reroll this average dice.
Cast.
It's high for your opponent to stop it.
Really hard for your opponent to stop it.
If you're within 12 inches, you're like, oh, God.
Yeah.
So like,
really good. I love this spell. I think it's so good.
Again, people just don't take it.
No, because if you are worried about the Monster Slayer sword, for instance, on like a wizard with illusion and has got Spectre dropping, you're like, oh, I'm really concerned. Not anymore. Or the Ogre Blade or anything.
Another big thing for this is that you're guaranteed to have this spell. If you want to, you are guaranteed.
Yep.
It's not like the Law of High Magic.
You've got to roll for it.
I might have to roll for it.
Got to pay and take Law Familiar or anything like that.
Or 15 points to roll 5 times this.
Nope.
No, you
can always have this.
That spell is there.
Mm-hmm.
You look at your army, you look at your opponent's army and think, oh, I might need to destroy an item. I'll just take it.
Yeah.
And it's just like, you can take any law and take that.
Yep.
It's...
Can't target unit champions or banners anymore, like Arcane Fortune used to be able to. Which is a little bit of a shame, but not the end of the world.
I don't see a lot of people taking banners these days.
Magic banners, or just banners?
Just banners in general, magic banners as well. I don't see a lot of people taking those. Champions with magic items, they're more so the heavy cav champs and everything like these, like the Grail Knights.
Yeah, cav champs.
Chosen Knights, the Dragon Princes, that sort of thing. So maybe right there, but that spell is just
it's phenomenal.
Ridiculous.
Yeah,
when you also got combine a lot of spells like the Ethereal, plus one attack.
And the fact you can do it onto a character that's in combat. So good. Very, very good. Only really let down by its range, but not the end of the world. When you can be on an eagle, you can be on a flying chariot, a normal chariot, a horse, could be on a dragon.
On a dragon.
Lots of quick mount options. Griffin, I think you can go on a griffin. Yeah.
I'm going to turn your Dragon Slaying Sword off and then charge you in with my dragon.
Yeah.
That's what you're looking at.
Yeah.
What is the best defense for my dragon?
You not having that.
You not having your best offense for my dragon.
Yeah. Big fan.
Yeah, and that's it.
That's it for the High Elf Realms and it for the deep dives.
That's it for deep dives of core armies itself. Big sad for us. Thoughts on High Elves? I think I've discussed a lot with James, and I think he probably has discussed with a lot of you. Because he likes to chat.
He does like to chat.
High Elves do feel somewhat mono build to me, or maybe two lists. You either got the dragon list, like getting as many dragons as you can into your army, and then fill up the rest with core. Or going heavy into buffing a unit of, like, say, more Swordmaster things.
Okay.
The other units in the army, they seem okay, but that's the issue. They only seem okay.
Yeah, I can see that. I think the dragon is quite hard to look past for High Elves. I think multiple dragons is possibly a trap for High Elves, unless you're playing like a much bigger game. Maybe at 2-5, maybe you can have enough other stuff to sort of have 2 dragons and it work. I think 2K, it's too much of a squeeze. I think you're losing too much else, personally.
In the way James did it, he took a Star Dragon Prince and a Moon Dragon Archmage.
Yeah, and he's also taken Star Dragon Prince and a Dragon Mage before.
Dragon Mage is not worth it.
He's not great, no. I think you either go 1 dragon and you make it a big dragon, you make it the Star Dragon on your Prince, why not? Or I think you can make them work and actually use their chariots. Their Lion Chariots particularly, I think, are very good.
Take Chariots on Elven Honor, try and use as many characters on Chariots as you can, because chariot-mounted characters are good.
Yeah, they're solid. I don't think I'd sort of spam the characters. I'd have a wizard, either on foot or on a chariot, because Chariot mounted wizards are very good for the 360 line of sight. I like that a lot. Gives them extra toughness, which is also very nice. Maybe a sky car actually for that archmage.
Maybe
for the fly. That's pretty solid. Gives you a bolt thrower as well. And I think I'd rely on sort of forcing my opponent to come to me, and then countercharging them, or sort of having like an anvil of maybe spearmen, maybe sea guard, depends exactly what you want them to do, and then countercharging them with maybe white lions, probably more like silver helms and or sword masters.
Yeah. I just think people, as you said, people find it hard to look past the dragon. I think once they start looking past the dragon, trying to find the best builds for other things, that's when you start seeing different lists come out of the woodwork.
Yeah, and it's sort of like I said before, I think you've got to try a bit harder with high elves than most other armies to find the good stuff that isn't the dragon.
Yeah.
And to make that stuff work.
As we're saying, like some of the items we're going through, like why are we not seeing more of this?
And yeah, and I think it's
why
just because
some of those honours. Why are we not seeing more of these honours?
I think it's just because people go, oh, I'll have a prince. Maybe I'll put like ogre blade.
People just immediately go to
ward regen.
Yeah.
You know, that sort of combo. I don't think you can quite fit that with the ogre blade, but
no, you have to, it'd be a lance, ward, regen,
or monster slaying sword.
Or monster slaying sword.
Yeah. But I think people will. I think they probably are starting to now. Seen a few other high elf lists at events that I've been to or videos that I've seen. So yeah, I think playing against high elves, you need to know how to deal with the dragon. Not necessarily
you're not always
preferably kill it.
But you're not always going to fight the dragon, but you need to know how to be able to.
Yeah, absolutely. Because if you've got nothing for the dragon,
it's going to run rampant.
The dragon will run rampant. So you need some sort of tactic.
We saw that the first time the dragon was on the channel, which was against Tomb Kings way back when.
Yeah,
when it first came out, about 4 months ago. 5 months.
January,
ago?
Wasn't it?
Yeah.
5 months.
It's when they played the Tomb Kings, when the dragon charged the flank of the Ushabti.
Yeah.
And basically went that down to Tomb Kings.
Folded the line.
Just folded the entire army. Just folded it down.
I mean, it is non-combat skeletons. It's not the hardest task for it.
But the fact that that's what happens if you don't do anything to combat it.
Yeah.
But people are now starting to come up with the ways to stop the dragon.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like there are the monster, obviously the monster slaying swords and the other ways.
Spells, items.
Yeah.
There's options out there for most, if not all armies.
All your high elf players out there, you have options.
You do.
Just look into them.
Yeah, try and sort of maybe look at some of the items people aren't taking. There's probably a reason people aren't taking some of them. Looking at you, Nullstone. But some of them are actually really good.
75 points!
Yeah,
what were they thinking?
That is absolutely wild.
Oh man, 70 points for the Band of Arcane Protection.
I mean, look, if you're not taking wizards, spend 145 points on those two items and you've got some magical defence.
Take Cloak of Beards, it just gives you terror.
Yeah, it's solid.
30 points give you terror.
Good on you, unit champ.
Yeah,
I think I've rambled all I can about high elves.
Yeah, so have I, and well, thank you for joining us today in this deep dive. Thank you for joining us in the deep dive series.
Yes.
I don't know what the future is looking like for deep dive.
Not sure, but that is it for the core armies.
It is for the core armies. We hope you've enjoyed this. The last one, if you've been watching in order, if you've kept up with the lore of the deep dives.
The lore of the deep dive. There's a whole world
there's
of deep
backstory
dives.
to why some of us don't appear in deep dives sometimes. That's what it comes down to. And if you enjoyed this, please go watch the other deep dives we've got on there, as Scott said, for all the other core factions. And if you enjoyed those, go watch our other Old World content as well. We have been doing it for 5 months now. We have plenty of it. And if you enjoy just listening to us, just absolutely go on.
Ramble.
We have plenty of videos of 8th edition as well, back in the day. Ooh, well, that seems like an age ago now.
Yeah, it feels like longer than 5 months, doesn't it?
This year feels like longer than 6 months.
Yeah, fair.
To me, this year feels like longer than 6 months.
Yeah.
But thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.
See you later, guys.
Remember to tag your friends and like, subscribe and share. Then head over to triplecrownwargaming.com and become a Knight of the Realm today.
What are you doing, mate?
You alright?
Do it for Warhammer!